GhanaTalks Radio, number one.
This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
Lines making waves in the news. From business to politics, from sports to entertainment, we got you covered with the most relevant stories. I am Esnam Fiagbedu, your host, and joining me this morning on a news headline review is Ms. Tabia Doso and Ms. Regina Bless. Good morning, Ms. Regina.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good, you?
I'm fine. I mean, it's good to have you here.
Yeah.
You're looking pretty this morning.
Thank you.
I love your...
marvelous.
Oh, thank you so much.
Shine, Bobo.
You know, it's the end of the month.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to dress like your prophet.
That's good to hear.
Patiently waiting for alert.
Tomorrow.
You get it? Good.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. But you know, maybe. So you must dress to fit the occasion. You get it? Maybe if it drops, maybe I can decide to take you out for lunch.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh.
So, you know, I'm already.
Please, let it drop.
All right, let's dive into our major news items for this morning. Democratic crisis in slow motion. Dr. Arthur Kennedy slams NPP's 600,000 Ghana cedis filing fee. Dr. Arthur Kwabena Kennedy, a vocal critic and estranged member of the opposition New Patriotic Party, has strongly condemned the party's newly announced filing fees for presidential aspirants, describing the move as a democratic crisis in slow motion. According to Dr. Kennedy, the NPP's decision to charge 600,000 Ghana cedis, comprising 100,000 Ghana cedis for nomination and 500,000 Ghana cedis to file, alongside a discretionary development fee set by the National Council, risks turning the major political party into a marketplace of privilege, rather than a platform for national service. This is not just a pricing issue, Dr. Kennedy cautioned. It is as the risks of Yanum mercilessly insulting me again, a democratic crisis in slow motion. Citing Article 55, Chapter 5 of the 1992 Constitution, which mandates political parties to be organized in accordance with democratic principles, Dr. Kennedy argued that exorbitant filing fees violate this constitutional requirement. He warned that such financial barriers discourage broad participation and undermine the legitimacy of the party's internal democratic processes. When the cost of the entry into internal primaries becomes the equivalent of the lifetime earnings of most public service, he said, the party ceases to be a platform for national service and becomes a marketplace of privilege. Let me take that again. When the cost of entry into internal primaries becomes equivalent of the lifetime earnings of most public servants, he said, the party ceases to be a platform for national service and becomes a marketplace for privilege. And that is coming from Dr. Kennedy Arthur, who is a former leading member of the New Patriotic Party and is sharply criticizing the party's recent decision to charge 600,000 Ghana cedis as the total filing fee for presidential aspirants. He believes that the decision poses a serious threat to democracy in the party. So the MPP recently announced, I think that was 29th, a day before yesterday, they announced that individuals who want to contest for the flag bearer position in the party must pay 100,000 Ghana cedis to pick nomination form. 100,000 Ghana cedis just alone to pick nomination forms. They will pay an additional 500,000 Ghana cedis as filing fee, and possibly they are likely to pay an extra amount as a development fee that is set aside as discretion of the party's National Council. That brings the total cost of entering the race to be a flag bearer of the NPP to 600,000 Ghana cedis, or even more, because you pay developmental fee. All right. So this is what Mr. Kennedy is saying. He says that he's calling this move a democratic crisis in slow motion. He believes that such high fees violate Article 55, Chapter 5 of the Ghana's 1992 Constitution, which says political parties must operate democratically. Create a system that favors worthy elites instead of encouraging wide participation, discourages average Ghanaians, including capable but less worthy individuals, from aspiring to leadership roles. This is what Mr. Kennedy is saying, and he's saying that it's a democratic crisis in slow motion. So if this is what they are paying just to become a flag bearer, an aspirant, a presidential aspirant for the MPP, that means that it's only that are well-to-do, the wealthy people, who can apply, meaning that it's not open for all. Indirectly, that is what it means, because you and I sitting here, even if I have the vision to become the flag bearer of the NPP, I can't, because I don't have that money. Yeah, so that is what Mr. Kennedy is saying, that it's a democratic crisis in slow motion. That means that it's not open for all, but it's open for a particular party, a particular, like a specific people. That is those that are well-to-do. That is what he's saying. What are your thoughts on this? Do you agree with him, though?
Yeah.
Right.
Let me clear my truth.
All right.
I do agree, because why should they charge this kind of money? First off, we know that politics is for everyone, but you and I know that politics is actually for the rich.
For the rich.
If you don't have money right here in Ghana, you can't delve into politics.
Right.
I've seen instances where some other countries, even poor people, can venture into politics. And there are some people who don't even become, should I say, excuse me to say, filthily rich once they enter into politics. But right here in Ghana, even if you are coming from a poor background and you enter into politics right here in Ghana, now you are very rich.
Very rich.
Now, how many Ghanaians who are willing to contest into this competition cough out that amount of money? Not
Just for
eh,
before the campaign
me
itself.
say do benye di kra onya. Nonko yi says can okunya wehe. And mind you that should I say, how would I put it? Democracy or politics shouldn't be a playground where only the rich are only entitled to it.
Right.
Politics is for everyone. So what if we have someone who is capable, someone who has that zeal, someone who can solve certain issues, like automatically, or you're capable, the IQ level na very high, but that money is restraining that person from contesting. And it's not only in politics, even in our day-to-day living, there are some opportunities you find yourselves in. It's only money that can put you to the top, that can take you to the top. We call something protocol.
Yeah.
Automatically, that is what these politicians are doing. They deal with protocol. So just imagine, fine, you bring this kind of money and someone is really rich to the extent he or she can buy his way through that position, don't you think the person will do it? The person will do it. So as I was saying, democracy is supposed to be about equal opportunity, not wealth-based opportunity.
Good.
This is what these people are doing. In what they are doing, one thing that dropped in my mind yesterday was, or are they trying to filter out certain people? Because not everyone would have the opportunity or would get the chance to be president. But I feel like they are just charging this so that it would deter some people. Because you all can be president, and you all, the party also shouldn't have the perception that after all, whether you win, whether you lose, your money wouldn't be refunded. So the money will be in our pockets. That shouldn't also be their perception. So the money is too much. Honestly, it's too much. If this is coming from an NPP person, NPP, then this should send them a signal that truly, it's too much. Yesterday I said, I was like, Abba, the money is too much.
600,000.
It's too much.
It could even be more because they'll pay development.
Exactly. Fee. And if you are being elected to contest, you would have to campaign.
Right.
The campaign is not coming from the party's money.
Right.
It is coming from your own pockets. So the money is too much. It is too much. I don't know how they understand democracy, but they really need to look into their dictionary and see if what they are doing aligns with the core values of democracy. It doesn't align.
Right.
This is fair opportunity to everyone. It should even be free. It should even be free. Only the forms you are supposed to pay for. Because we know even for presidency, between the big gurus, they also pick up forms at a fee.
So I even wanted to ask, so those monies that they collect, that is not refundable, what do they use those monies for?
Access. What do they use those monies for?
Or
because that money doesn't go into government. I'm not sure it goes into government's coffers.
Or maybe when they finally decide to pick a particular person to be the aspirants for that particular party, they use that money to help the person for campaign.
It might be so.
Because 600,000 Ghana cedis or more is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
But do you think that alone will even encourage someone to even, decide to get into politics, even if they have that vision and that competence to lead the country on the right path? Do you think looking at this fee alone would even give that person that interest to even come and buy forms and then lead the country?
When you go to Accra and you're on a budget and you've exceeded your budget to the point where even the only thing on you is your transportation, and you see something you really like, sir, to look good on me, do you buy it?
No.
So if someone is capable to lead a party, if someone has that vision and there is no money, the person can't contest. Let's use Cheddar for example. Cheddar, I would say Cheddar is very intelligent because looking at his policies he outlined, he's very intelligent. The only thing that stopped him from becoming president was the votes. But he has it. Because he had the money to go on a campaign tour. He had the money to go to certain restricted areas because he had the money. A poor person can't even go and meet people who want to become presidents. A poor person can't meet them because that money wouldn't pave way for him or her to be there. So the money is very important. In as much as we feel that money is nothing, but money is very important. So the NPPs, they should look into this. I feel like they might be sucking away a lot of competent people. Because the money is too much. It is only, I'm not saying the people who are coming, the people who have the money coming to contest are not competent. But we have way more competent people, more than all these people coming. So they should find a way, even if it's for the less privileged, but it should be equal and fair.
It should be equal and fair.
Yeah. democracy speaks for everyone, regardless of who you are, for the rich, for the poor, for the sick, for the healthy, regardless. It needs to be fair and equal to everyone.
Yeah, as Miss Regina said, it needs to be fair and equal to everyone. All right, moving on to our next news item. Give priority to sports people for recruitment. President Mahama tells Minister of Interior. President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, has asked the Minister of Interior, Muttaka Mubarak, to prioritize sportsmen and women for recruitment into the security services. Addressing officials of the Ghana Football Association and the Black Queens following their bronze medal finish at the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations in Morocco, President Mahama said he wants more opportunities created for talented players. He believes such opportunities could help develop them for future national team call-ups. I have asked the Minister of Interior to give priority to sports people when we do recruitment into the security services. In the past, when we brought sports people into the services, it gave them the opportunity and equipment and the facilities to train and improve themselves. We must reintroduce the Security Services Sports Association games and let the security services compete among themselves, and then CAT and Co will be standing there watching and picking the talent and forming the national teams. It's the first time Ghana's Black Queens have won a medal at the WOFCOM. Yeah, I don't know if since 2020, since 2016. WAFCON, since 2016. And that is coming from President John Dramani Mahama. So he has directed the Minister of Interior, Muttaka Mubarak, to give recruitment priorities to sportsmen and women when enlisting people into Ghana's security services, such as the police, the army, the fire service, and immigration. Now, President Mahama made the announcement while meeting with the Black Queens, who won bronze at the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations, and that's their first medal since 2016. Now, President Mahama said recruiting athletes into the security services would give them the resources, the facility, and the time to train and develop their skills while earning a living. That means that they are going to be doing two things at the same time. They'll be in the security service, and then they'll be sportsmen and women. They'll be athletes as well. So he's saying that they should give them the opportunity to obtain recruitment into the security service. And then he recalled that in the past, Ghana's security agencies used to recruit sports people, which helped strengthen national teams as they were better trained and more stable financially. Yeah, because they were doing two things. They are doing security services, and then what's the name again? They're doing security services and they're doing sports activities as well. So the money was there. And then he called for the reintroduction of the Security Service Sports Association games, where agencies would compete in sports. These games used to serve as talent identification platforms for national team coach. And that is coming from President John Dramani Mahama, urging the Minister of Interior to prioritize recruiting sportsmen and women in the security services. Ms. Regina.
It's good. It's a great call, because the training that military personnel or security personnel going to, it's the same training sports personnel also going to. The same training, nothing different. They jog. Security personnel jog. They climb things. Sports personnel also climb things. And I would say sports is not only, should I say, limited to football, but it's a whole, in fact, wide range of activities. We have boxing, a sports, but you know that these people are well equipped, even than some of the security personnel. they are well because say boxer or chicken for which man deliver it or no kama, which man bono. They are disciplined also. They have the stamina. They have their competence. Let me put it that way.
Or they are physically strong.
They are physically strong, and that is what we need in the security sectors. People who have the stamina, people who are physically strong, people who are disciplined, and that is the core values of a security personnel. And that also boils down to people who are also in the sports sector. Footballers, they have the stamina. They can run from here to for God knows how long. They can your friend say me no say you free call if you lunch we'll be tired. But sometimes I look at these footballers on the training park, the way they go to and fro each time, all the time. Me know your baby na ya. We can't breathe well. But these people have been shaped in a way that they can take up all the difficult taxes. So I believe, in fact, our security personnel is now saying, excuse me, say, they are not doing anything.
Exactly. I had an encounter at Pokwase. The policeman was actually chasing a thief. And she couldn't even run. I said, wow. No, kita bibia, how we defend ourselves? Like, you get it.
You see,
she couldn't, like, she couldn't carry herself.
There's personals coming up these days are not well trained.
They are not well trained.
Imagine a footballer or a boxer that is chasing that person. The speed and momentum alone can now or blow back would be one also no.
Oh, I think this is a very good call.
It's a good thing.
Recruiting the athletes into the security services, because it's the same training, like you said.
It's the same training.
Even if it is not the same, I think they're in line.
It's the same. They are in line. No difference. Nothing.
Because that day I saw the lady police woman and then she was running after the thief. Like,
Don't you know,
but assuming it was an athlete,
they would run.
They would run and catch that man and deal with him.
So it's good. It's a great call.
Wow.
And as he said, because we know that some of these sports personnel are underpaid.
Yes.
Yeah. So when they are working two jobs at the same time, it can also help them, should I say, take care of themselves and other important needs they want. And as I said, some of these personnel are underpaid. We've seen instances where I think those days, you can't sing. Black Queens.
Yeah.
They are footballer. I saw her interview. This lady was looking all wretched and all that, and she said she was going through a whole lot of difficult. But this person has the strength to do what President Mahama is bringing up now. She has that stamina, she has that discipline and all that. So they should consider it.
They should consider that.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
I think that will be the benefits to everyone and also to the athletes as well. You'll be financially stable. Yeah. I think that's a good call, Miss Debbie.
Yeah, so including athletes in the security services, it's good. It's good. But as you said, the training they undergo is similar to what the security personnel, the military and the police, is kind of similar. So adding them will be good. And then I feel like our security training in this country, we need to upgrade it a bit. I don't know whether you like watching these Western movies that has to do with them arresting people, them going after criminals, and then when you look at everything, like the steps they take, whatever movie they bring out is similar to what is going on in the country. Every country with the movie they produce depicts either the culture of the country or their way of doing things in the country. And then when you look at this Western world, the way they carry themselves to arrest these people, like, it's just nice. Sometimes they use even dogs.
Yes.
They use dogs to direct their path to where this criminal is. And they train these dogs so. They train them in such a way that these dogs run after these criminals. And by the time you, the criminal, you get yourself out, the dog has already pounded on you before the security personnel comes in. So I feel like we need to upgrade it. I don't know. I was seeing a video where they were trying to compare African countries, the way we do our things, and then when you come to Ghana, our military first it was China. With hill, they were standing on poles. Poles, oh. Right. Do you know poles? They were standing on poles with hill, and then with your hand, you are cutting wood, something heavy and strong as this. Then when we went to Nigeria, they were shinjama. Then when it comes to Ghana, they were doing the same thing. So you see, and we are not saying I don't shijama. You know, when you're going on a trip or on assignment, you have to keep yourself, busy a bit so that it doesn't look as if like you're a bit down. So they have to see jama. But the jama is becoming too much. It's becoming too much. Some time ago, a colleague was asking me, say, because we don't really see them being active enough. But they have to upgrade it and bring up new things. They should chip in. Why do you want to say something?
Oh no, I'm listening.
They should chip inside new skills, new techniques. It's not only about AI, but things are going on. Like, people are improving day in, day out. We can also chip in things. And as we bring in the athletes in, once the athletes they do exercise almost every day. A lot of physical activities. So it's like bringing them in. They are coming to learn from the military aspect and bit what they already know. And I feel like the military personnel will also learn a bit from what they know. It's not as if so because you're almost no, there might be something unique about them you have no idea about. So you learn from each other, and then what can we add up to blend so that it can bring out a positive result. And then we look at that as well. But including them in the military is the best let me say initiative so far is the best, and I feel like it's going to create jobs. It's going to create employment as well. With the military, I don't know, but with football, I think they have a cut-off point where when you are due, you cannot play football again. But the person is fit. Yes, and sometimes to these footballers, because they are so much concentrated on what they do, they don't really have time in venture into other businesses aside. It's different when you work in a white collar job and you still do a side hustle. But these footballers, I feel like they don't really have the time like that. So combining these two is perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Thank you for that submission. Moving on to our next news item. PNP petition GTech to audit academic credentials of Mahama appointees. The People's National Party has formally petitioned the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission to conduct a thorough audit of academic certificates held by appointees in the administration of President John Dramani Mahama, as well as all public sector workers. In a statement addressed to GTech Director General, Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullahi, the chairperson and leader of the party, Janet Nabla, called for a comprehensive verification of all categories of academic qualification, including diplomas, bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees, with particular emphasis on those obtained from foreign institutions. The party expressed concern over what is described as a growing trend of fraudulent academic credentials in public institutions, warning that this practice strengthens the credibility of Ghana's education system and weakens public trust in governance. The widespread use of fake certificates not only undermines the integrity of our educational system, but also erodes public trust in governance and the credibility of our institution, the letter stated. To enhance transparency, the PNP is also urging GTech to establish a secure, centralized, and publicly accessible database of verified academic qualification issued by accredited institutions in Ghana. This, the party believes, would enable both public and private employees to confirm the authenticity of credentials before making recruitment or appointment decisions. A country that fails to scrutinize the educational background of its leaders and workforce is bound to face persistent economic and governance challenges. Individuals who resort to fake certificates demonstrate a lack of integrity, and no nation can develop on the foundation of deceit, the statement added. And this is coming from the PNP party, the People's National Party. They are petitioning the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission to conduct a thorough audit of academic certificates that is held by the appointees in the administration of President John Dramani Mahama, as well as public sector workers. Ms. Debbie, what do you have to say with regards to this particular petition?
It's good. It's good.
Oh, okay.
It's good. Because sometimes you see people in certain offices, the way they do their things, like it's depicts incompetence, and then it also depicts you not being full of, shall I say, not being full of integrity
And credibility.
Because if you are working in an office, it means you have a fair idea of why you are there.
Right.
You know your tax. You know what you are supposed to do. We are sitting here today. We know after this morning show, you know what you are supposed to do after this. I also know what I'm supposed to do after the morning show. So you know what you are supposed to do. You know what you've been taxed to do. But sometimes you go to certain offices and you see people, the way they do them things, like the way they even communicate to you and stuff. You can actually ask yourself whether this person is a PhD holder, this person is a master's degree holder, or this person is a Bachelor of Arts degree holder. You see, what he is saying is true. And these are top public officials, appointees for that matter. They are being appointed into offices. I think when Mahama came in, he appointed a woman, I forgot her name. Is it a health, or is it a member of a health committee or something? It was later on they came to realize the lady that she was having a fake doctors could no crown health sector, and you have no idea about it. You see, that is my problem in Ghana. Like one of the problem I see it to be a main problem we having in the country is, if you're appointing somebody to the health sector, why not you appoint someone who have a background of health? Someone who knows something about health. Because when I know something about health and then you post me there, I can basically feel what you are going through. If you come to my office today and you tell me that you don't have equipment, you don't have this and that to ease in functioning properly at your office, I will understand, because I have a fair knowledge of what you are doing. But if I'm an accountant and then you appoint me as a health minister, it doesn't correlate. Accountants now be appointing me as a health minister.
But have we seen any of that in this government?
Oh, we've seen. I can't mention names, but I've seen people who are being appointed into some sectors that do not have qualification or do not have any background education in that. I think, was it the previous government, the former Minister of Health? Okokra vaccine by without permission from Parliament. I don't know whether you remember that during the COVID time. I've forgotten his name. So you appoint people into offices that they don't have background about that particular office. How do you expect anything when they are crying out, calling on the Mr. Yemfio, because what you are going through, they don't really understand what you are going through. They don't know the essence of what you are saying. But yeah, to me, because it's serious, so we will keep. You are being employed into maybe the service, but this and that, you cannot be employed because we don't see that features in you. That is what we are supposed to do. Right. So with the call of the GTech, it's a good one. And people who are holding fake certificates, they should be sacked. It's either you drop that doctor name and then you maintain your own name, or if you still want to maintain it, then you should be sacked.
Miss Regina, briefly, what do you have to add up to?
They should be sacked.
But don't you think, in a way, this whole background check should have been done before the appointments, would have been given to these people? So in a way, don't you think the petition is too late, or you think it's not too late? They can still, because in a way, I feel they are going to draw us back.
It's not too late, but I also feel and know that whatever investigations they were supposed to do in regards to these ministers or appointees has already been done before they were vetted. I don't think they wouldn't go through all the necessary documents and just vet them and just appoint them just like that. All this has been sorted out. But with what they are saying, I think it's a good thing, because we've seen instances where even GTech themselves have come out to issue a warning to some appointees that they should drop some of the titles they are using, or if you don't want to drop the title, give us a certificate that is backing your title.
Right.
Doctor, in Ghana here, the title doctor, professor, honorable is really being abused.
Very.
Most people don't know that you have to go through the necessary step or education before you can acquire that title.
Right.
They think once you have the money, once you, even assemblyman cry a friend or honorable. So you see, but that is the right thing to do. If you want to, if you want a title for yourself, you have to suffer for it. Because all these people getting their you kind of saying, is it honorary certificates, honorary awards, and all that title? They go through a whole lot of stress. They burn the midnight candle just to get that title. So you can't just wake up one day because of the little knowledge you've acquired or the money you think you have, then you just boom. So with what they are saying, I think it's a good thing, and it would also cut down on some people. Should I say fraud? People who are fraudulent. Yes, it will cut down on that.
So that is coming from the PNP, the People's National Party, and they have formally petitioned the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission to conduct a thorough audit of academic certificates that are held by appointees by the Mahama administration. All right. Thank you so much, my guests, for joining me and for the beautiful submission. And this is where we draw the curtains for the news headline review. Up next, we have Debbie's Girl.
Welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. Joy News reporter Carlos Caloni has recounted his assault by military personnel at a demolition site on Tuesday, July 29th, where tensions escalated between soldiers and senior officials of Magdan Group. According to Mr. Caloni, he was attacked by a soldier who accused him of filming senior officials of the Magdan Group kneeling during the incident. Carlos said he is currently receiving medical attention and described himself as traumatized by the experience. When the issue of whether I was recording the kneeling of Magdan chief executive officer or not, about 5 or 6 military officers rushed to me. Some were trying to take my phone, and one said he would slap me. By the time he said that, he had landed a heavy punch on my neck. By the time I turned around to look at him, he had landed a second punch. My neck hurts. As I speak with you now, I am with a medical doctor, and they are looking at attending to me. I told you I may not be able to talk much because I'm in much pain. I'm traumatized and not of myself. Psychologically, I am not well, he stated. He added that a national security officer eventually intervened to prevent further assault. However, he was forced to unlock his phone, as well as his driver, whose phone was withheld. Assault on journalists. We kept on saying this thing over and over and over again, but we see it happening every day. I could have said that I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm one. Who knows? Who knows, maybe to be my turn. Although I've had a tip of the iceberg, not quite long. But this is sad. Every succeeded or every successful country, go and ask their background. Every successful country work hand in hand with the media. No country can survive with the media. And we, the media, cannot survive without the people living in the country. because we get the news from you. We get the news, or we source the news from the people within the country. It is things that happens around that we gather as information, not only as information, but as a vivid information for the people to consume. And this is what we receive in return by being bitten. And then you hear the same people coming out to tell us that don't be threatening the media, don't be threatening the media, don't threaten journalists. They are our people. But they are the first people who will threaten you. They are the first people that will beat you on ground. Just look at the way, if there is a national program in the country, just pay a critical look at how journalists go about it. Running helter skelter, yes. Running about to cover the information. They don't even rest. Sometimes you get pushed on the ground, but you still continue because that is what you want to do. And they still don't care. And the only gift you can receive in return is to be beaten. Meanwhile, you are the same people that if something is going on, you call on to this media personnel. You write to them, we need you. We want you to cover this. We want you to cover that. But you don't care about our safety. All you need is cover the information and let us have it. That's all. A minister can be walking about with 5-10 bodyguards. But no one cares about the reporter. No one cares about the journalist. No. Your safety is none of our business. All that we want is come and cover us and go. That is it. I remember somewhere in 2021, journalists were beaten brutally. Journalists were beaten severely. I remember Caleb of CTTV beaten by the police. Zoya Bobedu of CTTV, she was beaten mercilessly by security operatives. And no one said anything. It's not as if we don't have association. We have association mainly for journalists. But for me, I don't see what they are doing on grounds. All that they come to say is just written on paper and it ends there. They speak big English, read it out to you, and then they don't do anything about it. And sometimes getting this information, you have to risk your life. Some of the stories are not just mere stories where you just go and then speak to people. You have to risk your life. Going to places no one will like, no normal person will like to go. But you have to go there because you need that information. And it's not like you are getting the information personally for yourself. You are getting the information out there to put it out there so that people can know what is going on. And the government can take action. I would say if you take the president and his cabinet out, the next people that follow has to do with the media. Because wherever they are, we are there too. And through the media, we see everything that goes on. They feed us with information. But why are we not thinking about their safety? Yesterday, a demolition went on. McDonald Group of Companies' warehouse was crashed down. And this reporter went to covered it, and the only gift he got in return was being beaten. He was not even beaten by a mere person. This is a security personnel. People that are meant to protect us are now beating us. So who should we run to for refuge? I believe the security personnel are there to protect us in case of incasity. But no. Most of the security personnel collaborate with these people, these same people that are threats to the society. And then they end up beating you. With this, I wouldn't even go far. They will take your phone and even delete the information you have. If you know what you are doing is the right thing, why then will you take my phone and delete the videos on my phone? What is my phone now your property? Or it is part of what you are doing? If we want the country to grow, then we are supposed to help each other. Because I cannot be filming you when you are doing the right thing. If you truly know within you that this is the right thing you are doing, and someone is filming you, you shouldn't have a problem with that. If Magdan is kneeling down pleading with the people to stop demolishing his structure that he has built up, what is wrong with that? Are we not humans? Don't you kneel to beg people? Is it something that is not introduced? It's something that has existed. So if the person is filming it, what? Is there a problem with that? And then you took the phone, you deleted it, and you beat him on top. And then we have people sitting somewhere clapping. And security, no, why are you? You are beating a whole journalist. I think the government has to. There have to be a law that governs the safety of journalists. Because we cannot go on a duty and then we'll be beaten and it ends there. The people are not being prosecuted. The people are not being arrested. And then they feel this guard to do more, because when they beat a media personnel, no one does anything to them. So they feel it's normal. But when there is a law that governs safety of journalists, I'm not sure this will continue. Even if you are a security personnel and you are being seen. Look at what's happened at Ablekuma, where a police officer slapped a journalist in the face. Look at all this. All these people need to be arrested and face the law. They should dance to the tune of their own music so that it serves as a deterrent to others. Our life is really at risk. Please, Mr. President, this is a call. If our life really concerns you, there should be a measure put in place to ensure our safety. Thank you for making time.
Thank you so much, Miss Debbie, for that, girl. Up next, we have Today in History with Miss Regina Bless.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
Today in history, 1999, NASA intentionally crashed the Lunar Prospector spacecraft into the moon to search for evidence of water ice. The impact, intended to create a plume detectable from Earth, ultimately did not reveal any conclusive signs of water. The United States and the Soviet Union signed the Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty in 1991, which significantly reduced long-range nuclear weapons. This bilateral agreement, signed on this day by President George H.W. Bush and Soviet President Mikhail, aimed to limit the number of nuclear warheads and intercontinental ballistic missiles each country could possess. Upon full implementation, START 1 resulted in the removal of roughly 80% of all strategic nuclear weapons then in existence. The British Army's longest continual operation, Operation Banner, the British Army's longest continuous deployment, concluded on July 31, 2007, as British troops withdrew from Northern Ireland following the Good Friday Agreement. This marked the end of a 38-year operation that began in 1969 to support police during the Troubles, while troops withdrew from operational duties. A garrison of 5,000 soldiers remained for support and training purposes. On this day, 2006, Fidel Castro temporarily ceded his positions as First Secretary of the Communist Party of Cuba, President of the Council of State, President of the Council of Ministers, and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces to his brother Raul Castro due to intestinal surgery. This transfer of duties was announced by Fidel Castro's personal secretary on state-run television. Fidel Castro remained out of public view during this period. This day is dedicated to recognizing and celebrating the contributions, achievements, and aspirations of women across the African continent. Africans Women's Day, also known as Pan-African Women's Day. This day also serves as a reminder to continue advocating for gender equality and women's rights. National Intern Day. It is dedicated to recognizing, acknowledging the efforts of, and celebrating the future leaders of the world. WayUp founded National Intern Day to encourage companies to celebrate, empower, and recognize interns. National Avocado Day. There are many reasons to celebrate National Avocado Day. For one, avocados target insulin resistance with heart-healthy fats. They also fight Alzheimer's with its omega-3 fatty acids. Another avocado superpower is preventing and repairing damage due to its source of vitamin C, E, and K. Lastly, Lifeguard Appreciation Day celebrates the people who protect swimmers at beaches, pools, lakes, and water parks. These trained professionals spend long hours in the sun, always alert and ready. They prevent accidents, pull struggling swimmers to safety, and give first aid when needed. Their sharp focus and quick actions can mean the difference between life and death. This day reminds us how much skill and effort it takes to keep public water safe and fun. And that's all for today on Today in History and some observances on this day. Live on GhanaTalks Breakfast Show. Join me same time tomorrow for more educative and fascinating facts.
Thank you so much, Miss Regina, for the educative and fascinating facts. Yeah, you heard that from Miss Regina. Today in history, today is World Pan-African Women's Day. Yeah, it's a day set aside to celebrate women all around the world. So make sure you appreciate a woman, you celebrate a woman today. All right? Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining us in the first segment of the GhanaTalks Breakfast Show. Right after this, we'll be coming up with the news. And after the news, we'll be coming up with the main discussion. Please stick and stay with us.
GhanaTalks Radio, #1.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. GhanaTalks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm with the level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our GhanaTalks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. My 20 things about Sam. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Or you singer and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fi spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our GhanaTalks Radio and you say then our day. Me say download the GhanaTalks Radio app no our Play Store and App Store. No tune in and say this what you see Baba live on Facebook, Cointakra, any GhanaTalks Radio page in this now. Listen, I bet you fire. 1 year, Wading, Jajan.
GhanaTalks Radio, #1. We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Welcome to the morning news broadcast on GhanaTalks Radio. Coming up, security forces seek public support to end Boko violence. Overloaded vehicles to face 5,000 fine. 5,000 scholarships awarded under new framework. Ashanti youth on high alert over Kevin Taylor's visit to the Ashanti region. There's and many more coming up shortly. Do stay with us for the detail.
GhanaTalks Radio, #1.
Acting Director General of Public Relations for the Ghana Armed Forces, Naval Captain Veronica Joe, has appealed to the Median residents of Boku to support the military's effort in restoring peace. The conflict stemmed from historical claims with the Mamprusi asserting traditional authority over the Kusau Sea. The dispute escalated in recent years after the return of Haji Seidu Abagri, a Mamprusi chief who was eskinned in 2022 but later exiled due to his eskinnment being declared illegal. Amid the intensified conflict, the government has deployed security forces and initiated peace communication to resolve the conflict.
There's been some reports that has been investigated, and when personnel are found guilty, the military has its procedures for dealing with such, and nobody is left off the hook. And some of these comments are also meant to derail our efforts. And so our appeal to the media and the good people of the area that they should support the military to achieve this aim. The aim is to ensure that our country is safe and it's peaceful for all of us to go about our daily.
Ghana's Roads Minister Kwame Agboja has announced significant reforms to the axle load control program aimed at reducing road damages caused by overloaded vehicles. The fine for overloaded vehicles will increase dramatically from 5,000 to 50,000. Both drivers and vehicle owners will face penalties, ensuring shared responsibility for complying with load regulation. A 5-member committee has been established to review the axle load control program, identify systemic issues, and propose reforms to enhance efficiency. The reforms aim to improve transportation safety, enforce regulatory compliance, and extend the lifespan of road pavements.
To do something about this, and then we have recommended a stiffer penalty regime for those who would not abide by the rule and overload. So you will see that the fees and charges that will come up, we are intending to hike the penalty for overloading on our road from 5,000 Ghana cedi to 50,000. You shouldn't be worried. It's just like saying that if you steal, you will be jailed for life. You will say that is high-handedness. But what about considering not stealing? Then you have no reason to spend even a day in prison. So we are increasing the penalties for overloading from 5,000 to 50,000. We hope that will be additional deterrent for people to make sure they work within the rules. As part
The Ghana Scholarship Secretariat has announced a significant shift in its scholarship funding, with plans to award scholarships to 5,000 applicants this year. This development is part of the government's broader effort to reform the scholarship system, ensuring transparency, fairness, and alignment with national development goals. According to him, the Ministry of Education is working on a new scholarship bill, the Ghana Scholarship Authority Bill, aimed at eliminating cronyism and nepotism in the award process. The bill will emphasize merit-based awards, focusing on supporting academically gifted but financially disadvantaged students. Eligible applicants are expected to apply online with a rigorous selection process involving aptitude tests and interviews.
I'm delighted to announce the opening of the application for the local tertiary scholarship for the year 2025-2026. As part of our continuous effort to promote transparency, equity, and national development through education, this year's application process has been designed to be efficient, inclusive, and entirely digital. This year's scholarship will be awarded to 5,000 qualified applicants. The breakdown of the awards are as follows. 2,000 will be awarded to brilliant but needy students across the various tertiary institutions, which will be administered by the various faculties, departments, and units in various tertiary institutions, with a technical committee which will be set up by the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat to.
The Asante Youth Association has issued a stern warning to Kevin Taylor, a Ghanaian US-based journalist, not to set foot in any part of the Ashanti region. Despite knowing Taylor is under national security protection, the group cautioned they will not be deterred if he attempts to enter the Ashanti territory. The association's press conference aimed to convey their strong opposition to Taylor's potential visit, reflecting deep-seated tensions between Taylor's commentary and regional sentiment against Asantehen Otumfuo Osei Tutu II.
Asante Odom yo we de Asante Odom eku ena wodi wani hu na ye tonkra akoma ye nia Kevin Taylor ye so abakroma yanka ya to ade ama Kevin Taylor ne se wonim na onim na muso mo no na onye na gire se oba Asante wa mu abecha Otumfuo anko be hu se yes e betin se tukọ kwa kire no yechiri kwa yenini ma se yechiri kwa yenini ma aza Kevin Taylor wuti aboto da wudi Otumfuo atam wudi achiami atam na wasa abechia no sa wa na sumia so a sa ko no koda sumia so na gene de okwan no enya die se ye be preso da sa Kevin Taylor so be krom ya se oba abechia nana even se empanifo obi amuti enka mun kan kira no so mo sikoma mun kan kira se mo sikoma se oba abechia Otumfuo because utri ni achami atam na unisa mata obechia achami enye ye eti yesraw ye de asumbiam kwa so ani ya mausa kokobon kan nsemi tie ni ye wa banka ya ode ka ba bi ade ama ono trawa ono yire no ma mo trawa unya ode sa ko obroche na ye ko ba santema ma die enye wa gele da so be wura.
A leading member of the Movement for Change, Solomon Owusu, has criticized the New Patriotic Party for acting irresponsibly in opposition. He believes the NPP's action are more focused on discrediting the current National Democratic Congress administration than offering constructive criticism. He cited the NDC government's achievement of reducing inflation from 23.8% to 13.7%, appreciating the CDN and achieving 5.3% GDP growth in the first quarter of 2025 as evidence of their effective governance, while accusing the New Patriotic Party of abandoning its core duty as a credible alternative by engaging in handout politics, failing to make meaningful budget contributions.
If you are saying you left this and today all these indicators are better off, on what basis would you come back and say that these are your works?
You are claiming they are blowing hot air?
You know, we are in opposition. They are in opposition in the same way my movement is in opposition. But Ghanaians must get the clear distinction. There is a responsible opposition and an irresponsible opposition. These people are behaving as irresponsible opposition.
Why do you say irresponsible?
Because the facts are clear. Is it not true that as we speak today, inflation has reduced from 23.8% to 13.7%? This is how would you argue? Is it not a fact that exchange rate has stabilized? In fact, within the last 4 months, it has appreciated 42% against the dollar, 30% against the British pound, and 25% against the euro. It's a fact. It's a fact that producer price inflation, non-food inflation, and food inflation has reduced drastically. It's a fact that the first quarter of the year has witnessed a GDP growth of 5.3%. These are facts. Now you cannot, as it were, argue. Now, if their position is that all the things happening around this time were occasioned by their policies, then what it means is that it's always good for the NPP to be in opposition. Because if you are in opposition and your actions are leading to stabilize the economy, and whereas
so how can you say that?
But when you are in opposition, the economy is stabilized, and you are telling us that you are managing the economy from opposition, then it means that the country must pray that
so
you are
they should keep being in opposition.
Absolutely.
They are saying that
no,
they are the ones
saying. No, they are the ones saying, not me saying it. Because if you are in opposition and you are saying that your actions and inactions in the past is what is keeping the economy stabilized, why must we pray that you come to power? That you would rather pray that you are always in opposition so that you would aid in stabilizing the economy. That's the summary of what you have said. And which for me, I don't know, you know, from the 1996 coming, you were in this country, you have taken part actively in our body politic. You remember the days of Konadu Apreku, when the budget was read, within a split seconds, the NPP came out with a shadow budget, diffusing what the government did, giving their clear-cut policies.
Almost in real time.
Real time. Now we have an opposition when a budget is being read, they go about sharing, handouts to diplomatic corps.
Oh, so
you don't know the content.
The budget was read on Thursday.
And they left the budget. They couldn't even have the time to listen to the budget. After meeting CSOs, diplomatic corps, then they came back after to come and give us something. Look, we are all in opposition and we have to be responsible. Our view as a movement for change is that, yes, there has been positives, strong positives that have been shown by this administration. But we believe that this government must not, as it were, use the yardstick of Akufo-Addo as a benchmark. We are setting our...
In business, the bulk oil storage and transportation company is embarking on a transformative energy initiative which seeks to roll out solar power systems across its key fuel depots as part of a broader green transition strategy. The move, which aligns with Ghana's energy transition framework, is expected to significantly cut operational costs, reduce emissions, and boost the country's clean energy ambitions. The national framework targets a 10% reduction in emissions by 2030 and net zero emissions by 2070. As part of the initiative, Boost has established a green transition and alternative fuels department tasked with leading the company's shift towards more sustainable operations. Solar panel installations are already underway at the Boape and Kumasi depot, with Tamale scheduled next. These installations will provide power for critical functions such as pump, lighting and monitoring systems, replacing the reliance on costly diesel generators. Energy is one of Boost's biggest expenses, and with diesel prices still about 12 per litre, the shift to solar is smart economics, Managing Director of Boost Afechi said in a statement. He mentioned that the transition is not only expected to yield cost saving, but also open potential revenue chances through Ghana's emerging carbon credit market. Each solar-powered depot contributes to the national emission reduction target, reinforcing Boost's role in the country's sustainable energy future. This marks a deliberate commitment to lowering emissions, reducing energy costs, and aligning Boost operation with Ghana's long-term energy. The company's effort comes at a time when Ghana has intensified its national climate action with the establishment of the Ministry of Green Transition by President John Dramani Mahama. The newly created ministry, led by John Abdullahi Jinapor, is further strengthened by the Climate Change and Sustainability Secretariat, which is championing a coordinated push across sectors to green the economy, build climate resilience, and attract green finance. Initiatives like the Boost Solar rollout demonstrate the Ghana's alignment with this agenda and signal a growing commitment across state institutions to move from fossil-heavy systems to cleaner, smarter energy models. While acknowledging the challenges of solar integration, including the need for technical skills and system maintenance, they see the shifts as essential for building long-term resilience and relevance. This transition is not about abandoning oil overnight. It is about staying relevant in a world that is moving forward towards cleaner, smarter energy, he concluded. Still on business, EcoBank Group has announced unaudited financial results for the first half of 2025, reporting a 23% year-on-year increase in profit tax to 398 million. The group achieved strong growth and improved efficiency despite economic challenges in key markets. The cost-to-income ratio improved to 49.1%, the best performance in more than a decade, as net revenue grew 12% year-on-year to 1.1 billion. Customer deposits surged by 3.4 billion during the year to 23.9 billion, with 83% held in low-cost current and savings accounts, clear evidence of customers' growing confidence in the group. They showcase the advantage provided by the group's diversified business model and the effectiveness of our growth, the transformation and return strategies. The corporate and investment banking division saw profit before tax rise 44% to 323 million, driven by improved asset and liability management and client demand for foreign exchange and trade finance services. Consumer and commercial banking delivered a 10% increase in profit before tax to 216 million, with continued growth across small and medium enterprises. Regional performance was strong across groups' markets. Profit before tax in the Francophone West African region rose 12% to 176 million. Anglophone West Africa delivered 175 million in profit before tax, a 19% increase driven by Ghana's positive performance. In Nigeria, profit before tax improved 45%, showing signs of turnaround despite economic challenges. Central, Eastern and Southern African recorded a 27% rise in profit before tax to 207 million. Asset quality continued to improve, with the ratio of non-performing loans falling to 5.7% from 6.7% at the end of 2024. The group maintains capital buffers approximately 300 basis points above regulatory requirements. The group has strengthened its digital infrastructure and customer experience over the past 6 months. A recently announced partnership with Google Cloud, the first of its kind by an African banking group, aims to advance data architecture, security and scale payment innovation. He said the group made meaningful investment in technology distribution and customer experience, rolling out hundreds of new ATMs and investing in advanced loan management. As the group approaches its 40th anniversary, we remain committed to delivering world-class financial services, deepening inclusion and unlocking long-term value for customers, partners, shareholders and communities across Africa. To sports, Public Relations Officer of Swedro All Blacks, Nathaniel Obin, has confirmed that the club will use the Swedro Sports Stadium as their home venue for the upcoming 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League season. This victory marks a significant milestone for the club, which returned to Ghana Premier League after a 16-year absence, last featuring in the 2008 and 2009 season. Swedro All Black United Football Club will now compete in the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League. Speaking in an interview, Obin explained the club has undertaken extensive renovation works at the stadium led by the club's president Stephen Otu Kwesen. We are going to play at the Swedro Sports Stadium as a home venue. Currently, we are making a lot of preparations. We've undertaken major works at the Swedro Sports Stadium led by the club president, who is financing everything. According to Obin, the club has secured official approval from the National Sports Authority to carry out renovation works that align with the club licensing requirement. We have permission from the NSA to renovate the stadium. In recent weeks, the club has focused on improving the playing surface and installing critical infrastructure. Over the past months, we've been working on the pitch and we've gotten it to very appreciable level. Dan Kweku Yeboah, former Swedro All Blacks PRO and sports broadcaster, has donated bags of cement to support the club's effort of renovating Swedro Sports Stadium ahead of the new GPL season. He also noted that the GFA has provided technical guidance throughout the process and confirmed the club has acquired additional polytanks and irrigation systems to maintain the pitch. Swedro All Blacks are making a return to the top flight football and are keen to meet all licensing and operational requirements ahead of the new campaign. In showbiz, hip life icon Tini has revealed that beginning his career, his first ever song recorded was a gospel music. Speaking in an interview, the rapper shared lyrics of the first song he recorded, "The God's Closer in the Morning Each and Every Day. Every day and night I am on my knees praising the Lord, and we sing hallelujah. It was the first song I recorded, I remember." He entered the music scene in the early 1990s as a child, performing at age 8 by singing and rapping at parties and fanfares. He began more formal performances in 1994 at Fun World, an entertainment program held every Sunday at the National Theatre in Accra. His major breakthrough came in 2003 with the release of his hit single, Makola, which propelled him to prominence in the Ghanaian hip-life scene. After a long time of the music scene, Tiny is back with 2 new singles with The Conquer and Barrier, which is now available on all music streaming platforms. The 2 tracks are a prelude to a 13-track album set to release this year. Conquer dropped recently, Barrier is here. I am working on my album, which is about to drop, and building up to the album, like 4 to 5 tracks will follow before the album comes, he told GhanaTalks Radio. And that's how we end it on the morning news broadcast for now. I will be back with subsequent news bulletin later in the afternoon. I am Deborah Dosu. Do have a good morning.
GhanaTalks Radio, #1.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm with level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say ade. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fi spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio, and yes, say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app, no, our Play Store, any App Store. No tune in, and say this what you see, Baba Live on Facebook, Kointakra, any Ghana Talks Radio page, and so now listen, I bet you fire. 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast. French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines, review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials. From Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show on Ghana Talks Radio. Good morning to you wherever you are listening to us and watching us from. My name is Pakwesi Omare, your anchor for the show as usual. And on Thursdays, you know how we do it. I have my ever always the most intellectual, not yet an honorable, but I still call him honorable, Mr. Dubig Stevens in the studios. He is a social commentator, and I have Bismarck Tando also here representing the NPP. During the course of the show, I believe the NDC's communications member will join us on the show to add her bit on discussions this morning. But before that, before we get into the conversations for the day, I want to invite you to join us on all our social media platforms. Let us hear from you. Let us get your suggestions, your opinions, what you also have to say on all that we've got to discuss in the studios at Ghana Talks Radio, on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, on TikTok, and on X. You can get us at Ghana Talks Radio. Our phone lines are also very active. You can send your text messages through 0202-544-614, 0202-544-614. Gentlemen, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
The way both of you are in white today. Now more far plan said Nessa Mobe no Maba.
Mean to each other. Maybe also they are off white.
Yeah, Nina off white. But Nina answer you feel.
But they are no word. So still our eyes no one.
Eyes on
eyes on.
Nice. But good morning once again and welcome to Ghana Talks Radio. I'm saying I watching in Yeshia Muwaha. We met here and it's exactly today's week that the finance minister had the mid-year budget and
review.
But how was it? Did it meet your expectations, or it was below your expectations? And I say,
before the budget, I passed a preliminary comment.
Yeah,
I said that they've done most of the things that they said they were going to do. And then the budget is not for just a short space of time. It is for the entire fiscal year. So as the year progresses, they will roll out the policies that they want to do and then implement them. So I think that what I listened, what I read, I think that they've done well. They've done well. The way they've handled the economy, the way they've handled certain sectors of the country, is commendable.
It's commendable. All right.
It's good.
Well, thank you. But are there places that you wish something could have been done that wasn't really attended to, or you think so far so good?
Well, in the area of security, I think that it didn't start yesterday. It didn't start the day before. It has been like that for some time now. I think that in as much as it is not necessarily the budget thing, you know, we don't need a budget to take care of security. Because we already have the police, we already have the military. They already have their equipment. If they fall short somewhere, you need to shore them up and all that. I think that the only area as of now that I have problem with the way this government is handling it is the security. Yes, if they are able to work that aspect out, I'll be cool. Yes.
But in what ways haven't the security measures so far met your?
Well, I don't know the security measures they've put in place, but well, when you look at the rate at which people are being kidnapped, and then at the end of the day you find them lying somewhere dead and all that, I think that the government can improve on intelligence gathering. If they are to improve on intelligence gathering, they would know who wants to commit the crime even before they commit it. So I think that is where the new IGP, he's not new, he has been in for quite he needs to improve and then make sure that he aligns his service delivery with the government policies, because you cannot have a 24-hour economy when people will go out in the night to work and wouldn't feel safe. I think safety is everything when it comes to managing the economy and making sure that everything runs the way it should. Because if people should go to town without fear, that is when they can have the peace of mind to run their business. If I'm coming here and I'm scared that somebody will kidnap me or snatch my laptop or my phone or even take my life, I wouldn't want to come. So I think that they have to take care of that aspect and then make sure that everything is in place for the forward march of the country.
All right, thank you there. But before I leave you, even on the security, in past happenings, we saw how the security personnel in some ways mishandled the civilians. Under this new regime, have that? Do you think that has been curtailed, or you still think there is much more to do when it comes to that?
When it comes to security personnel manhandling, what do you call it? Civilians. It is not something that I would put it on government. It is something that I'll put it on the security personnel themselves. You get it? Unless an evidence comes out that they were instructed by a government official or they were working directly under the supervision of a government official. For instance, yesterday I was kind of going through the internet and then I saw they were doing a demolition exercise somewhere around Tema or airport area. Around the airport area. And then the security personnel there manhandled a civilian and even arrested a Joy FM reporter. You see, when these things happen, there are a lot of questions you need to ask yourself. As a journalist, you owe yourself and the state to be a duty to be responsible. As we are speaking right now, national security can come here and classify this area as a security zone. Once they do that, if you want to film, you have to ask them for permission. And I also believe that as a journalist, if you go somewhere, at least strive to talk to the leader or the commander on the ground ask him, this is what we came here to do. Introduce yourself. You get it?
Okay.
Introduce yourself. Tell him, this is what we are here to do. Is it permitted? Okay, this zone, you can come close to this zone. You can go to this zone. This zone, you cannot go. You cannot take footages of this zone. If you do that, you save yourself a lot of problems.
Okay.
If the journalist had inquired, you see, when the soldiers moved to him, he was not telling them, I'm a journalist. So what prevented you, when you got there, introducing yourself to them as a journalist and asking for their permission as to where you can film and where you cannot film? You know, we as journalists, you owe it to report, but you also have work ethics. You have to follow it. And then you cannot just pick camera and go anywhere and start shooting because you think you're a journalist. It's not done. Okay. You get it? For instance, when you have the right to take videos, right? Why don't you just wake up every morning and say, I'm going to take videos at the Flagstaff House? That place is a security zone. Okay. And once you see security men somewhere, it means they are doing their duty, and that place can be classified as a security zone. So what you do is that you get yourself acquainted with them, you ask them questions. Are we not here when BBC journalists will follow military men or special ops team to go to Afghanistan and be shooting while they are engaging in war? Are we not here when CNN people will be following Ukraine and Russian to be shooting, to be taking video footages while they are at war? So these things can be done, but the manner at which you do it should also count.
Okay. And I'm glad you brought this particular issue up, because that was what led to me even asking this particular question. Now, yesterday's incident, I understand you if you say, certain places you might see consent and all that. Let's say, for instance, the Flagstaff House. Ordinarily, it is publicly known as a security zone. So as journalists, even though we have that free press, the press freedom to report on issues, we still go there with permissions. This is a demolition exercise at a public space. If it was to be counted as a security zone, there would have been a sign there. No, it is not issued anywhere in our constitution, even on radio announcement or TV announcement, that this particular place that on this day of 30th July, we are demolishing houses, is termed as a security zone. So nobody should come here.
Okay, I get you. So as we are here right now, if somebody calls in the military or the national security that there are armed robbers, guns are stuck here in Aponji Hotel, they should come. And the military and national security and police surround this area, this entire building. What has that become? Will they allow a pressman to come and film while they are doing the operation?
If a pressman comes, says, "Oh, I have heard this, so I want to," and
that
they
is
tell
the
him,
point.
"No,
you
that
see,
is fine."
See, I'm coming.
Let's
he didn't seek consent. Oh, no.
See, as a journalist,
you don't seek consent.
You don't, unless it is told that for you to do this, it is not allowed. If I still want to do it, I will need a consent. That is the definition of our press freedom. We don't. If I'm going to Parliament House to take a report, I just need my ID. Unless they tell me that for today we are not.
Do you know you need accreditation to enter the Parliament House?
That is why I'm saying I just need my ID.
What is the accreditation?
Oh, come on.
The accreditation is a consent. It is giving you the permission to come. So you can't say you go to
if I go there, that is why I use Parliament House. If I should go there with that ID, I have my accreditation.
Would they give you accreditation to go and cover the demolition? I'm asking you. Would they give you an accreditation to go and cover a demolition?
That is because it is not a security exercise.
So what were the security men doing there?
That is the question for them to even answer.
They were supervising a demolition exercise.
If you are supervising a demolition exercise,
Omari,
and a journalist comes there,
Omari,
you don't manhandle a journalist.
Do you know what even sent the security men to
What
that area?
sent them there?
Okay, they said that when the bulldozers operators were there, they heard a report that workers of whoever, I don't want to mention his name, were beating the bulldozers operators, right? So they went there to make sure that place was safe.
So if you go there to provide safety, how do you intend beat people? How?
Omari,
how is that safety?
Omari, this country is governed by laws and not emotions. Let's get this clear. I'm coming. This country is governed by law and not emotions. Go and read the National Security Act and you understand where I'm coming from. The National
Security Day, we saw the military day.
Oh.
It was the military day.
You think the National Security Act doesn't encompass the military, the police, the fire service,
please?
All of them. It's
the
just the National
that
Security.
Has come. The apology that came didn't state that it was national security operation. If there are laws here, I'm not speaking out of emotions. I'm speaking per the law.
Which says
that a journalist has that press freedom to report on these issues.
So I ask you, based on what you...
Nothing stops a journalist, not a military man, not a police, unless there has been a directive. They give a directive that nobody should be there to cover.
Based on what you just said.
Secondly, I'm coming.
Okay,
I'll let you make your point.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, as a military man, you see a journalist with a microphone and a camera interviewing someone, and you are telling me you don't know this is journalism going on. What is he there doing? Let's be honest. Let's be fair. That's not something we should curtail it with some national security whatever. It is so wrong, so bad. It is so wrong and bad. We were here during the Ablekuma elections. We saw a police officer slap someone, another journalist. What precedents are we setting? That's not something we should be encouraging.
Okay, let me make my point.
Yeah, sure.
Have you ever written an RTI seeking an information from the National Security before?
Personally, I haven't.
Have you ever heard it? That
I haven't.
RTI,
I haven't even heard.
Do you remember when somebody wrote an RTI asking for the details of Akufo-Addo's foreign travels using the private jet? Do you remember the response that the person got?
Even
no. Do you remember? No.
When national security, things of national security, like this is why we call it that national.
What is the job of the military in the first place? What is the job of the military? To keep the national peace, isn't it?
So what was the chaos day? What was the chaos that the journalist day was causing? That is not a national. It is not a security zone. That is what we need to understand. It is not a security zone. Have we had a directive that was a security zone? That is why they were manhandled. The GF themselves, the Ghana Army Force, has come out to apologize. It is condemnable. There are no laws to back what happened yesterday. Nothing in our constitution does. If this area from today is termed a security zone, we all know this is a security zone. When I don't come to work with my ID, but I have an ID. Once they term here as a security zone, even though this is my office, whenever I'm coming, I need to come with my ID. They give me permission, then I enter. Until then, this is not a security zone.
Oh,
no matter what happens
do you know what we are doing?
Army come here.
Do you know what we are doing right now?
What are we doing?
What you are doing, I won't even add myself, I'll say you. What you and other journalists are doing is tying the hands of the security services behind their back and expect them to still work.
How?
You see, they went there for a purpose. Do you know sometimes when they are doing these operations, they themselves can invite pressmen there? Do you know there are circumstances that national security and the military went for operations and then invited pressmen to follow them?
Okay.
Example, Erastus Asaridonko.
Okay.
So if they did this operation, it was an operation. It was a security operation. So it's not. They don't have to announce to the world that we are coming to do this here, and because of that, this place has been termed a security zone. Once they are there to do an operation, that place becomes a security zone. If they see you there without permission, they can arrest you. I'm not saying beating you is good, but they can arrest you to detain you from what, or stop you from obstructing what they are there to do. How would they know? How would they know the person was not there to obstruct their operations? That is why.
How would the press know?
That is why he was supposed to
That's
ask
me being here. Oh, it's an obstruction.
That is why when you go, even in my house, I'm coming. Even in my house, in my house, when you come to my house and you want to take videos of my place, won't you ask me for permission before?
I will ask you. That is your house.
Why?
That is your house.
Because at that point in time, I have control over the place, not you. The place was.
That is your house.
That place
I will never have control there. It is your house, always and always. We are talking about a public space. That is what we need to understand.
Who made it a public space? Who made it a public space?
Who made it a security zone?
The fact that the military were there to do an operation makes that place a security zone. Why don't you get up and go to Boko and take videos? Go to Boko and take videos. When they are doing their operation, go there and take videos.
There is always a policeman at various traffic lights. Is there a security zone?
What we are talking about is not a normal operations of the police.
That is exactly what.
That is not a normal. You see, it is not a normal operation. That day is not a normal operation.
The media has never done anything to tie anybody's hands.
You can go to the police station and take pictures there. Meboa. You can go to the police station and take pictures there. By young kwase obi ewuda ha. Na police for be do na wa phone. Pictures na no say be ma kwanya. Who does that? You cannot do it without permission. That is the point. You cannot do it without permission. You have to go there, ask them for permission.
I don't
introduce
need
yourself.
Permission.
Did he introduce himself?
To who?
Were there no human beings there? Didn't you see military men there? Didn't you see military men there?
Have you watched the video?
I have. So why was he then now telling him I'm a pressman? I'm a pressman if he didn't need permission. He could have just stood there.
Who needs a permission there?
Go there. If you don't need a permission, get up and go there and take the video.
Apologizing. I didn't know
Let me tell you
the
something.
army would have stated clearly that was a security zone.
Let me tell you
no
something.
one was supposed to be there.
Let me tell you
And
something
if
about
the army
PR.
gives
You see,
that
it's not. I'm not even supposed to tell you PR. I am not supposed to tell you what PR is.
So what is the PR in here?
I'm not supposed to tell you what PR is in this matter.
PR
You see, military, security forces, they work in tandem with the people. So whether they are in the right or wrong, to save image, they will do what is right, what they think they feel is right to save their public image. Imagine if Ghanaians are totally angry with the military right now. What can they do? They cannot defend themselves against the entire population of Ghanaians. You get it? So don't use the apology to mean that they accept wrongdoing. For me, sitting here, I'll tell you that I don't see anything wrong with what happened yesterday. If they didn't manhandle, if they didn't beat the pressman, I don't see anything wrong with it. And per my checks, what they did was arrest the guy, take him to Blue Gate, and later release him. Meboa. Did the guy come out to say somebody abono? Did the guy come out to say yabome?
I am there to work. That thing they did alone is even an obstruction on his work. As a media person, you are saying that we are tying the security men's hands at their back. They are preventing us from working.
Me say he was there to do his work. So I ask you, say CIA, you can't say quiet Juma or a Flagstaff house. Don't you need permission to go there to do?
See.
Right now there's conflict. No, there's conflict at Boko. Right now, when they say Boko quiet kava, won't you need permission of the security men on the ground to go inside Boko?
There is a directive here by the president himself saying that now Boko is a restricted area. We have released it into the hands of the military. I definitely need an accreditation or a consent. That is it.
How did the military get there?
Oh,
One more sorry, one call say we are coming. No, you see, the argument you are making, it because you are a journalist, and you are looking at it from a journalistic point of view. Look at it from the look at it from the security point of view as well.
Even from a security point of view, what was the danger of a journalist day? What danger does he pose? Looking at it from a security point of view.
Really, you think the danger, the journalist will pose a danger to the people there?
What was a danger?
Him being there can even be a danger to himself. Winning. They were doing demolition exercise. At that time, say a free sort of a bony 3 man. What will you say? Who will you blame? That is why he needed to ask permission. Where can I shoot? Where can I shoot? Where can I not shoot? Where can I go? Where can I not go? You just don't take your camera and say, because I'm a journalist, anywhere I go, I need to shoot. You need to ask permission. If the security services are conducting an operation, you can't just go there. Now, who will you blame?
When did the demolition happen? When did it happen?
Yesterday. It started 3 days ago, then continued to yesterday.
Yesterday, there wasn't even a demolition. And secondly, the guy there wasn't even taking coverage of the demolition going. He was interviewing an eyewitness. At where?
At where? On the grounds, right there on the grounds. Yeah, I'm eyewitness or phone so they be. What did I have for eyewitness? Or cut one from Alfonso. Me was eyewitness friend of Alfonso. So if you go to the ground where the issue happened, now could do security for her. Now they interview eyewitness. No take it shorter. You need permission. Even if you don't take short, you need to ask. I am here to do this, to do that, to do. Introduce yourself first. And I'm a buyer, I'm assuming in casa, and I'm a boy rest studio, and I'm a static casa because I say Ubi to me by casa. Is that how we do? When I came here the first time, didn't I tell you who I was? Didn't you ask me of my name? Did I just come here and start talking? No.
Journalist for Yate.
That's not how it's done. You see, if we are learning something, we should make sure we learn it right and do it right. BBC phone crown and said, "Nyaw so I'm sorry, I'm not camera kwakosi baby. What ko abroche ejasheda? Ejasheda." Huh? The fire service will barricade an area and tell you, say, all pressmen stand behind this area, all watchers stand behind this area. Entra maha. Even demonstrations. Even demonstrations.
Where was the barricades?
Even demonstrations.
Where were the barricades there?
Why introduce one better? Did you introduce yourself as a pressman? Did you introduce yourself as a pressman? Who introduce one on what you say in Central for Mujina Brain? Even demonstrations. Where is this done? Is this done? Now didn't you call and Jais a Jais and I separate to a go on a Jasha, Quadan Cameron Bokakurum Zukuta? What is this? We are building a country, and this country is governed by law. You just don't wake up and say, me a doctor need to for ya me call one upon it.
Bismarck.
Boss.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Budget reading, there may be some who I mean, say, Obaka sound, Cosenia, now we're expecting it. But all the same, I mean, how was it for you?
Anyway, concerning the budget, it was honestly below standard. Oh, that is the truth, because we had Minister of Finance who went to the Parliament House with an intentional attempt to, mislead the people of Ghana. Automatically, because how can a finance minister tell the entire country that one, we had nothing like good for oil policy in our country, which wasn't working. He was consistent on that issue that nothing like that happened. They were asking, no, are you really sure? He said Bank of Ghana was always paying for fuel with physical cash but not with gold. Meanwhile, the Bank of Ghana's report clearly shows that they were undertaking or embarking on a process of using the gold for the oil purchasing.
Really?
Yes.
So the
apart from that, I'm coming. Give me a minute. Apart from that, the finance minister went to the Parliament House, giving figures of prices of goods in our country, telling them that previously it was this, now it is this. Meanwhile, the reality, the people of Ghana made it clear to them that even the prices you are mentioning, it has never been. We've never had this particular product getting to this particular price before.
Give me an example of such a product.
They mentioned sanitary pad. They said it was 25 cedis. Now it is 15 cedis. And then people were saying it's never true. Those who have been buying,
Really?
Yes.
But we also have
where from the attempt?
People who are buying saying that it was actually true.
It wasn't. Listen, the issue was that, you see, when something like this happens, I always say you get people who, because of emotions and then their own political party, they have to find every single mean to defend the party. If you ask my sister right now, even if even if the minister were to say they buy it at maybe 100 Ghana cedis, if you ask my sister right now, she will tell you it was even 120, just because she's trying every single mean to defend the political party.
But in reality, we can also say that then we can also say that those people who came to say that and do 25 than almost is just for political points.
No, you see,
when
you have the majority of people, coming out with fact, that is it.
See,
majority.
The majority who came out with them. See,
the majority of Ghanaians.
The factual comment that came was actually in favor of the finance minister.
They came to lie.
They came to lie.
Oh, the finance minister came to lie.
But the oil for gold, I wanted to ask you something about.
Good for oil, I beg don't change the name.
Gold for oil.
Gold
so far. Mofi abam, mo abam krani ebisa. Say gold ahin, and I'm the kwaji oil same buy. Still as our accounts in MI. So how do we then stand and say there was actually a transaction going on?
Who should be the right person to answer that question? I'm asking you, who should be the right person to answer that question?
So it was written to the Bank of Ghana.
So if you need anything concerning the transactions, the best place to go, communicate with the Bank of Ghana. They will give you.
They don't have such a report.
They don't have.
That's why probably the finance minister is saying that.
You have not heard, or they don't have. They came out with a report to debunk what the finance minister said.
When?
Oh, you don't know?
No, I don't know.
As time goes on, today I'll give you the report. Okay. Yeah, I will let you read it before I leave here. Yeah.
Do well.
I'll let you read it, and then let me add something little to the heated argument you were having about the, what do you call it, the security aspect.
Yeah. About what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
For the Joy journalist.
I don't know if my boss here deliberately want to support the military men for what they did. It was totally wrong. They shouldn't have done what they did. Okay. And the truth is that if what they did was the right thing for them to do, they wouldn't have come out with any apology letter. Even if they would have come out with information, they would have stated emphatically that we did the right thing according to the laws that we are abiding by.
Sure.
Okay. But they came out with an apology, meaning that even what they themselves did was wrong. So we don't have to, support them. And then for a media man to come to such a place to, look for information, you don't have any right to, assault them. And looking at the video, even the two people there, they were not doing anything bad, apart from, embarking on an interview. Yeah. So when the military man got there, the man just said, "Oh, I'm a press man." Yeah. Then he started beating the other man, which is wrong because the two of them, he was saying something that the military men, they got there because they heard the people over there were beating or attacking the bulldozer drivers or operators. Okay, that's why they got there. But looking at the two people who were having the interview, when you go there, you see their actions were not anything harm. Violent. You get it? Yeah. So they shouldn't have done what they did. Okay. It is totally wrong. Okay. Yeah. So if you do that, you see, you are stopping people from being transparent because if you are preventing a media personality from coming to get an information which is a public interest, then it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Sure.
All right. Thank you there, Bismarck. Nanaya has joined us in the studios. Nanaya speaks for the NDC. She is looking all dapper in her traditional attire this morning. Nana, welcome.
Thank you.
Bismarck gave me, he sent me a message last night before today. He said that I should beg you today, no jandam. So I'm telling Bismarck. Bismarck said I should tell you today, no jandam.
Really? Oh, okay. I don't know about that. So, well, I don't know why today the network is
somehow by no mobile so network BBI.
Oh,
I know Stephen will not agree, but mobile network.
Okay. So I want to say good morning to everyone in the studio.
Sure.
And also want to say good morning to our viewers, our listeners, to my party leadership and everyone in Ghana, and nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
So
today they are wearing white.
Yeah,
I don't know what they are celebrating.
I can see that. And to my party leadership, I want to say a very big thank you to them for always giving us the opportunity to be part of or to come on live to showcase what we also think. I always say that we are not perfect, but we are not perfect, but it's the opportunity that has been given to us to come here. So bear in mind that sometimes when we come here, everything that we say, as you are saying, we are not perfect. So they should just form a comment and then fast forward.
Sure.
I hope you are doing well.
I'm doing well.
So I'm late, but if you can tell me a bit of what has really transpired.
Oh, nothing has transpired. We are very okay in the studio. We are very okay. We are peaceful.
Are you sure?
Oh, we are living in peace and harmony. Really? Unlike what happened at the demolition site yesterday. Here is peaceful and it's harmonious.
Okay, I think I saw that yesterday on the television yesterday, and I would like to say that me personally, me saw violence. Even though when I see say somebody will be quite at the crowd and I say like you get a person, I always prefer say you send a person to the police station or not. And so I will not recommend that somebody goes through that in this modern democracy state that we are. And you know, I'm not in support with that because when I saw that I wasn't well. Sure. But then, as my other brother said, yes, we've been given the opportunity to go everywhere because we are in a democracy state. But that does not mean that we are not the opposite. And I can see some of the media people are just using the opportunity of getting like using the space or the and I say like the mandate that they've given to them as a journalist or Kabe Mami Kebin, you know. Sometimes some of them go beyond their limits. You see, sometimes it's true that you want the news. It's true that you want your information. That is why they have undercover investigations. As a media, if you really want to have a lot of information or good, strong information, you should also think about your life. You see, and I know that place was a danger zone. That place, I think.
Now you think.
I think.
So tell us the one we should take. Do you know?
I think that it's because it is a site that people's things are being destroyed. What do you expect? Everybody can just come there and have commotions. Even the people, the military men over there, or the people even on the site working, people can also come from the other side to also do attack. So as a media personnel, sometimes you should think about your life as well. Doesn't mean that you say go and cover for go and bring a news concerning the issue. So you just go there just like that. Sometimes you like, for example, the body, you should have body cameras on you. You see, you should have, sometimes you should have body cameras. Yes, I'm afraid no. You should have body cameras. You're smiling. Come out in there, you'll not say anything.
No.
Sometimes you see they've taken the mandate that the government has given to them.
Let me ask you. Let's stick to what happened yesterday. Let's not travel to any other instance. To what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
How did the journalist there abuse his mandate?
You could see when they were going there. Did they had permission from the people before going? Did they
permission from who?
Did they ask? Because there were people working there. There's authority going. There's something going on there.
What was going on?
There was a demolition exercise.
Yesterday,
and did you know how?
Yesterday, did you see a demolition going on yesterday?
Honestly, as I said, the demolition has been going on before yesterday.
This is where I will never agree with Omari.
It was going on before yesterday.
Okay.
So anything, as I'm saying, I've already making the point clear that I'm not in favor of somebody being abused. Personally, I hate it. Even though, as I give an example, even though if I always have the view that if you see a thief, don't beat him to death, or men want you to just take him to the police station. I always have that kind of sympathy for that. So me, for you attacking somebody else is a no, you see. But what I'm saying is sometimes you should also think about your safety. And two parties say boko here cause say issue. And to make say yes cover news in brand maybe I do papa no, because you're a journalist, you just rush there.
Boko is declared a war zone now. Now they are enforcing peace. So what is now they are enforcing peace. That means anything can happen.
Omari, let's don't drag this thing too much.
So what is demolition costs only 3 days. Stephen made a statement here say the main reason why the military was even there was that no must say nipana a daniel and the crofo and ne or more multi bulldozers no press war until or more deployed a ibao. And see, and only see Tuesday, Anna, you deploy military in a Bible.
Yeah.
Okay. And see, Adiachi, demolition and Koso. Near no see and a journalist aba. Anna woman eyewitness, will be your chem no see. Eja, Enra, yes, na baby air Koso waha, Dana, oh, Hana, whom ye, now whom ya dana air Koso. Adia ye see ye. Now, before you even answer that, say maybe a security zone, Obacon, your barricade. There is a directive say high and baha. It's a security zone. So
Omar, did you just say that?
But Omar, let me ask you something.
Omar, did you just say that?
So it means that
just a second. Your microphone will be off. We've spoken about it.
I am with
Nanaya.
You just didn't say that.
Listen, that so from your own narrative now, the mamino. It means even you the journalist, you knew the people that are working there.
You knew who?
You people know the people that are on the site. Like
nobody knows.
Are you not the one who just told me that? That's what you just told me that. You heard that the demolition was going on, and the person who yet need dana yebubu, and the person who did excavate a machine for saying
bulldozer.
Yes, air bano. there will be an issue. So meaning you know where the issue is going.
Then you weren't even listening to me. You weren't listening.
Listen, my issue is I condemn the act. Second, you should also think about your life. If you're a journalist, doesn't mean that baby, I know what you're now.
Just think about your life. Think about why should I even be going out to take a report? Be scared for my life. That alone. I don't cry a flaw. Say me go taking reports. Our public space. And here you
who defines where the public
space? Public space can work as a name say there will be issues over there.
Who knows there will be issues? There wasn't an issue going on there.
How will you know? No, how will you know? When you were going there, the authorities that went and break down, did you ask them permission before going there?
Permission from who?
What are you talking about?
Do you know that there are laws in this country? Do you know that
so there are laws protecting the just go anywhere?
Do you know there are laws protecting the media?
There are ethics too. Don't forget
so your own ethics.
You see, let me tell you something about the military. Let me tell you something about.
Let's not
let's take the journalist here.
You should make sure that.
You want me to answer your question?
If the people knew that he was
if you want me to answer your question, let me answer. You see, where the breach of ethics came in is that once a military man comes to a place to do an operation,
what you are saying
automatically
it is wrong. I am telling you for a fact. I am wrong. Security man
don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I said once there are military men here to do an operation, a military man can be here but not on operational basis. But if he comes here to do an operation, if he's in this studio to do operation, if they are here to operate, it becomes an automatic security zone. Nobody needs to tell you. You are not supposed to be told. If you go there, you ask for permission.
As a media, until Yanaka say, security zone. Consent.
You see, you
this journalism,
you are just trying to.
As a non-journalist and a call and would you fought the military? How would the military know say one hour about only a journalist? By not introducing yourself to them first, seeking their consent on what you are coming to do. How would they know you are a journalist? You just go and as soon as you are a journalist in German. What are you talking about?
Exactly my point.
Argument
why didn't you do it undercover? Why didn't you do it
undercover? When you go, you see, when you go somewhere as a journalist, you introduce yourself. My name is Mr. So and so. I'm here based on this.
Even wrong is that the military themselves has come out to apologize. So what are you defending?
What are you expecting them to do?
What are you defending?
No, what are you expecting them to do? Once the government has issued a communique that no, they don't have Mukade.
Military declare has a security zone. Na me ba ha ne ye bomia. Omo be isi
a statement say a honum a site. There's something things going on. It's you should seek for even their protection. What are you talking about? Are you expecting them to tell you
in the early 2000s?
Ghanaians,
I think around 2004, I think this is Ghana. Taxi drivers come misbehave what do you call it? Bema camp. And how much taxi drivers no? And a punishment of the only punishment of the mom. Or mom was well for a 37 military hospital.
Okay.
Do you know what the military did? They found the military men who perpetrated that and sanctioned them. Even though baby but the approach now more the punishing microphone. They believe that the authorities at that time believe they could have used a better approach than what they used. What I'm saying to you this morning is that say oko na military operation baby. Don't just go there with your ID card with your chest out thinking that you are a pressman. You have the right
to do whatever you want over there. You need to introduce yourself. Meba. So, introduce
you. You are getting headache. More arguments. But it's for your own sake. No, for your own sake.
Maybe two yes, sir. Introduce yourself. Ask for permission. Me person me cover. Me person me report.
O me protect you cram.
Me person me o mo be just say ko gina ha what do you say?
Magdan kan for no so by no mbebo we.
No be there.
Ono
cross Magdan kan. Ono so mo obi adi.
Say according to the news now, most site na ye bubu no e from that source. Maybe what?
Ono so mo obi adi Magdan kan enye obi adi.
And you know the issue is so almost say other people na when you are brain on so e bana so on be harm me way. So it's from both sides. My issue is I condemn it, but you should have asked for their permission for them to protect you. And because of the work we are doing,
journalists way.
I'm permission.
Yo.
Who can say Uhano? Na say Bahanoma. Na say Ubo Bravo.
What do you mean? What do you family?
If you want to go there,
let's go to
I'll talk about it. But just a second. Retract it. And you should have phone a year, never say construction company in a year, as a pressman, over cover you man or moyana. Uba introduce home helmet in the safety boot and show a
so why are you?
And the other thing out in yes, and not so that for the year, Juma. What is so that for a year, you do all their own fun. And no cry, one crab about
and then when you're going to be
listen, Miniano, Okoba Visa, Body, your friend Park was your mind. Me here, GhanaTalks Radio. Me person me cover the year, Muyi, a point that form. Si o betimi akaba ba ha say de ye be say menko I say kwa I say mfa. That is the rational thing you do as a journalist, and it is your work ethics to introduce yourself. Tell them the purpose of your work there, unless you're doing an undercover job.
I know you are. What we are saying is not true.
What I say? Unless you are undercover, if you're not doing even undercover, no so crano, you will be organization more. Onim say as soon as he is here, yeah, undercover job. What I say?
Aban bi was what police for na boy.
You see why you want to take you see why you want to take the conversation
to it anyway.
Let's what is the meaning of what you just said? I'm not just going to let it slide. What's the meaning of what you just said?
Now can say
I trying to say
Ghana
we use the military. I trying to say we use the military to make people.
Ghana 40 as
Are you trying to say we use the military? No, I'm
let's move on.
In the name of the government. So when you are saying something, no. Are you trying to say, are you trying to tell me, say,
Ghana 40?
Are you trying to tell Ghanaians, say, are you trying to tell Ghanaians, say, we use the military to intimidate people?
Oh, I haven't said that.
No, what you just said.
Is that what you are doing?
No, what you just said.
Is that what you are doing?
I'm doing what? I'm taking from what you just said.
I didn't say that.
You just told me, say, Abain be bar, Abunamude, you need to for bunko for. But you should know, say, say we condemn, even the government has come out to condemn it. You see, on me condemn it. Oh, go on, no catch President Mama say, who call Anna. Who call, no catch a minister, and I say, Agbambabi say, who call. I don't catch President Mama say, who call. So you don't put it that way. I beg. I don't want us to have this morning. I beg you. Yeah, it's what I say. You didn't go on the right way. Honestly, you didn't go on the right way. Yeah, never me say me bad. He says so new, but he say what you are starting in there. When the journalist was going there, he never told President Mahama. So don't add President Mahama to this.
I think that. I think Bismarck. You hear reinforcement. I say.
You need nothing. Just make your words right and let's move on. I'm saying again, or journalists or call one catch one Jonathan come President Mahama and President Mahama son small call. So take the government out of it. What we are trying to say is my point. Let me end. What we are trying to say is call Honoma, ask permission, and we condemn the act. Simple as that. Don't
dear air coso under more government.
Okay.
as a mining investor himself.
Yep.
For 2 gold for some time. We have a share price on phantom gold.
Okay.
All of a sudden, NDC buy almost some of the gold board be aba. If you gold board in a betchere on one boka. Penny gold near the one more betchere price yen tonton you go near the
yep.
More the Marabia be mantam business no more no emwa. Them as businessmen.
Yeah.
And Simonshana side na more and this for
okay.
When feel because it's not healthy for the mining sector. He's slamming the government because some of the laws he thinks are not really in the right regulations. And you know, but omokasama for baako in the person of
last time now can MPP position you want to be position in the own
but I mean
and I wa so party position and obekasa na we wa you want to me say OPP that is a more friend Tandra na say Oheneba.
But I mean Bismarck, I mean this is what your Ashanti regional chairman is saying, the laws surrounding the mining sector now is not really in a healthy regulation. Do you agree with him? Do you agree with him that the gold board is here to strangle them, strong arm them into transactions? It wouldn't help them as business folks.
Okay, thank you once again for the opportunity given. I always say that what the statement that he made, okay, it is never far from the truth. It is, I mean, the right statement that he made. Because I always say it is never bad for a member of a country or a citizen to give vent to maybe his feeling of disillusionment when something bad is going on. So for Chemawun to me, who happens to be the regional chairman of Ashanti region, I mean, it's never bad. And we shouldn't forget that he's also a miner himself. So they are facing, I mean, what is going on. They are feeling it. Okay. So it's never bad for, I mean, him to come out and make such comment.
But even though it's not bad, let's look at the operations or the laws that he's talking about. All the law is saying is that over the times, the way and manner we do our gold transactions hasn't really benefited us as a country. So now we have an institution, a state institution. We will buy from the miners here, then we sell to the foreigners. That is all that. How is this a bad regulation?
Okay, so if the good board is honestly working, I mean, with the interest of our country, it wouldn't have been a bad thing. But I always say that the good board, I mean, is an institution that is established based on, I mean, let's say, family affairs.
Really?
I am being honest. If you are giving
the
me
good board.
if you are giving me the chance, I will explain to you why I am
for this
saying
one.
that.
I want to get this.
The establishment of the gold board is a deliberate attempt by Mohammed's family and the NDC. Okay.
Mohammed's family.
Oh, Mohammed's family and the NDC.
President Mahama.
Yes, Mohammed's family and the NDC in collaboration with the little bullier, Sami Jenfi, to, I mean, deceive the people of Ghana who are into mining. Because it is so bad for a miner to go out, toil, to work hardly, trying to, I mean, get some amount of money to come and cater for the family or be free or live his or her own personal life without depending on people or going to, I mean, chase people with knives. It is a very good thing. Okay. But for the president and his family members to deliberately come out with an institution to, I mean, bully them, it's so bad. Why are they even complaining that the institution is, I mean, against or going not in accordance with what they are doing? The reason is because 2025 January, before NPP left okay, we had the international market buying gold at an amount of $1,046 per 1 pound.
Yeah.
At that time, the dollar rate was 14 cedis. Okay. Yeah. If you check, that means 1 pound of gold at that time was 14,000 Ghana cedis, which is 140 million in old currency. Okay. Currently, we are having the gold, which today, as I'm talking with you, the international market, it is what do you call it? $1,059 per 1 pound, which if you convert or if you multiply by the dollar rate that we have right now, it is giving you 11,000.
Dollar rate.
The 10.5. Okay.
Oh, it's 10.5.
Yes, it is giving you 11,100. I'm coming. It is giving you 11,190 something. Okay. Now, during the time of let me say January 2025. Okay, when the international market was 14,000, 1 pound of gold was bought at 13,000 Ghana cedis. Okay. Today, we have the international market buying the gold at 11,000. But because of the gold board, which is, formed by Mahama, the NDC, in collaboration with Sami Jefi, they have hired him to do the work for them. Okay, they are buying the gold at 8,000 Ghana cedis per 1 pound. Very bad. It means that if you are a gold miner, okay, if you go out there to, suffer, get your gold, come out to sell for them. If you sell 1 pound of gold, you are losing close to 5,000 Ghana cedis. Okay, so imagine someone like Chema Untumi, who is, a very big person when it comes to the mining issues. If he's able to sell maybe 100 pounds of gold, he's going to lose 500,000 Ghana cedis for selling that amount of gold. Is it good? It is very bad. So this is a deliberate attempt by the president to, squeeze those into mining areas, get their own profit. And it is always bad. I always say, even the Bible speaks against it. If you read, Mark chapter 12 verses 7. Yes. No.
That's why you all white.
The Bible speaks against it. I'm coming. You give me the chance. I'm going to do everything for you. Let me check for you.
I don't understand why you all white today.
I am going to help you out.
But we missed that man.
Okay. Now, let me even give you this quotation before I go there. Luke chapter 6 verse 31. Okay. Luke chapter 6 verse 31. It says that there is no room in the Christian faith for belittling or abusing someone. Every person, regardless of what he or she looks or acts like, is created in the image of God.
Amen.
Okay. So if you are belittling someone, if you are belittling someone, making someone look, less important. It is very bad. It is a sin. Okay. It is a sin. And the Bible at the same time says that whoever commits sin does not dwell the kingdom of heaven.
So say the Lord.
Okay. So the decision by John Mahama, Sami Jefi, and the Mahama's family. The end is no. I know what I'm talking about. Do you know what do you call it? It is alleged. Do you know what Ibrahim Mahama and other people are benefiting from the good board?
It is alleged. It is alleged.
Yes. Okay. Do you know what they are benefiting from the good board? It is not easy. They are benefiting huge amount of money from the good board.
Ibrahim Mahama.
Of course.
How?
So you see, it is very bad. Why do you expect? Now let me tell you something. The reason why even the miners are even complaining a lot is that the things that they've been using for their job, okay, the price keeps going up. It is not going down. It keeps increasing. Prices of the machines, the minerals, and the chemicals they've been using. It goes up day in, day out. Meanwhile, you have reduced the gold to such amount. What do you want them to do? Okay, it is a very bad attempt from the government to do such a thing to your own people. It is very bad, and we don't have to be praising the government, saying that I always say the gold board, it is a very good initiative to have a gold board, because it is very bad when you live in a country where your own resources, different people or foreigners are coming into your country, smuggle it to benefit without we Ghanaians getting any huge amount of profit from it. Very bad. But for a president to come out with a decision, meanwhile, your own decision is hurting your own people more than what the foreigners were even doing.
Okay.
It is very bad.
All right.
It is very bad. Okay. So we don't have to, support what the government. I think there should be a demonstration by even the miners. Yes. What are you doing? Really? No. Let me even tell you one thing.
Can you wrap it up?
Apart from the decision by the government to do this, don't forget that after even selling your gold and losing huge amount of money to the president and his family members, you are going to, yes, most of the miners we have in our country, they have their private cars. You are going to, buy fuel. They have imposed different taxes on it. On the fuel too. Yes, you live in your own house using your phone, charging them. You are going to, pay huge amount of electricity tariffs as well. Okay, it is very bad. We have to condemn the president together with Sami Jemfi, who recently, just after being employed for some few days or something, after they were able to, go out and then sell some amount of the gold. He was able to, give Agrada some dollars. Apart from that, he has been able to, do you know recently the issue that he's having with, what do you call it,
I haven't heard that.
Sharing cars to the students of Lagos. You've never heard? No, that is the truth. That is what is going on.
You didn't say that's the truth.
That is what is going on.
And he just see a fear on that.
I'm coming.
You're also saying that's it.
No, you see a fear. The fact that you've taken someone to court does not mean that your case, you are right in the case until they come out with a verdict that you are right or you are wrong.
So do you have evidence to back that what Efia is saying is true?
The issue is that Efia Schwarzenegger, who came out with a claim, as at now has never been, rendered, what do you call it, guilty. Do you get it? Until they all go to court, you ask her to come with an evidence, and she's not able to provide it.
You can't also say it's the truth.
No,
because there is no evidence.
That is why I'm saying that it is what is going on. That is what is going on. Okay. That is the issue. That you are buying cars for students at the same time giving dollars to giving dollars to
apologize when it comes out.
You see, so it is very bad. And I always say that sometimes I blame our own people because we cautioned you about the returning of John Dramani Mahama, but they didn't listen to Ghanaians. Okay, they came out with, the NDC on their way to power. They came out with compendium of amorphous speculations just to gaslight the people in our country, portraying themselves as angels. Meanwhile, they were just robbers in, white dress. Oh yes.
So you wore the white to compliment.
Oh yes. Okay. They were portraying themselves as if they were angels coming to help the people of Ghana and the miners as well. Meanwhile, they came to directly rob them, which is very bad. So we have to condemn and then embark on demonstration as well.
Okay, thank you, Bismarck. Nana.
Okay, Mari. And before I begin, I want to say thank you to all my viewers on Facebook as well. And I can see them sending a lot of messages in my DM. I plead to them to bring it on live so that I can see and communicate. Sure. Just say I'm it's kind of I'm really happy for hearing a lot from Bismarck this morning. And Bismarck, please, all the time I always tell you, when you are coming on here, when you want to make some points, you should always make your points based on facts, because sometimes some of the things that you sit here and you talk about, you don't have any evidence or you don't have facts to back it out, and you always bring out shallow conversations here, and this is very bad. For you sitting here telling us, President John Dramani, no,
that's not a shallow. That's not the right word to use. That's not the right word to use.
So what word do you want me to use?
Retract and apologize.
Just retract.
That is a syndrome. So that is a syndrome. So I don't have any problem. That is a syndrome. We know.
Okay.
That's me. Thank you very much for that.
She's known for that.
I'm known for that.
Oh yeah.
You
are known for that.
No problem. The viewers, the listeners will judge that. How can you sit here and say the Gold Board is the initiative for family and friends of John Dramani Mahama? We were all in this country whilst the bill was passed in Parliament. So you coming here to tell Ghanaians this, people should understand where you are coming from. Because the MPP we always say this, they always come out to talk as if they don't have facts. You see, you all the time when they give you the opportunity for you to excel or to give us tangible reasons or give us tangible facts or messages across, you always come here to come and say things that are of no use. You see, how can you come here and tell me, say, or tell Ghanaians that the gold bond that bill that was passed or initiative, is for family and friends, and you make a lot of fallacies across it, around merry-go-round about it. This is very bad. This is very bad. You understand? What is the main focus of the gold bond? The gold bond, it is a centralized state authority with far-reaching regulatory powers over gold purchasing, settling, and exporting. Okay. You understand? Yeah. These people are supposed, this office or authority, they are supposed to drastically reduce their level of smuggling, improve accountability between the government and the buyers. Okay. You see, so and also make sure that they go and sell it outside, and also make sure that stabilize our own currency. Okay. So this is not something that you are supposed to come and sit here and tell me, say, your family and friends from the president. Meanwhile, you know that the president has given the mandate to people to work, and he cannot do it alone. So Sami Jemfi, he is the is it the CEO or managing director for the CEO for the Gold Board initiative. You understand? So it was passed in Parliament, and Parliament approved it, and it has become a law or a bill that we are supposed to make sure that a better currency in this country. So you say one to me is trying to say, well, we are in the democracy state. So he has every right to also come out and come and say whatever he thinks. But looking at the person who is talking,
what do you mean by
when he who is coming to give us lectures?
Oh, come on.
Who's coming to give us lectures?
Come on. He's in the field.
He's in the field. Okay, so
if
when
things are affecting him, he has the right.
It's affecting him today because today it's passing through the right channel. It's affecting him today because today
previously he was dealing in some illegal.
I'm saying that today, he's affecting him because he can see, he say, so he has to pass through the right, he has to pass through the right channels and go through a lot. Now, almost that time, what were we as Ghanaians benefiting? Did he come to tell us whilst when the Galams their act or their work was destroying people's our forest reserves? Did he come out to talk about it? When their acts were destroying the water that we are drinking, and he himself, he's reaching the water that when it was destroying, did he come out to give us lectures? Did he come out to come and give us lectures? Today you are talking about the money because the money is endorsed. Yes, if endorsed, you have the right to come and talk. But what we want to tell you is that right now, after the initiative, the program near the air so you don't expect them to jump from number 1 to number 10. You don't expect them to jump from number 1 to number 10. It's a fresh bill or a fresh entity that is under government that is trying to work hard to make sure say the initiative between government and the gold miners will be okay. So you don't expect them to jump from number 1 to number 10 or number 1 to number 200. So if today they are paying 8,000 as he is claiming, tomorrow it will be increased because of the relationship that you have with the authorities. Okay. So you can't say Oma Satinano, Omon jumping on Pomosi, and Omon jumping on Huri, no name. No, it's everything has to be begin from 1 to 2 to 3 and some. And don't forget, this is a government initiative. So, and in government initiative, there must be laws and there have be rules and regulations about it. What kind of impact are we getting? Today we have 5.2 billion Ghana cedis because of these people. You understand? Today because of if these people are we having good impact? The question he is supposed to ask himself, say, the people that he is claiming or bashing or slamming them, the work are we having good impact as Ghanaians or in the government cafes? Are we having good impact from you, to me, buying from you? Are the people doing the right thing? And it is yes, because today we have the dollar rate being what low at a low price because these people are doing their work well. You see.
Well, why are you looking at me?
Because today these people are doing their work well. We have,
you have to take it
because
please
don't come in. When you were talking, I kept quiet.
I take the time you gave me.
When you were talking, I kept quiet
10
and
minutes.
mute.
Listen.
Hey.
You spoke for 10 minutes.
No.
So right now,
10 minutes.
Right now,
Wasn't up
you've
to 10.
taken a minute from my time. You have to add it.
I haven't.
So so the issue is, to me is supposed to lecture himself and his people. Yes. When the Honorable Charles Bisu people were when Honorable Charles Bisu people the issue of Galamsey came out, did they come out to come and lecture us? When Galamsey was destroying the state, did he come out to come and give us lectures? So he should keep his lectures to himself because that time, now they knew with pork meat and beef meat. But today, now he's talking about 8 cities. He should go to the drawing board with them. They should go and negotiate with them. And as time goes on, the better year they will increase it. So to the fellow the other miners, fine, we understand your grievances, but we know you are having consultations with the gold bond, and we really appreciate whatever is transpired between you both. So yeah, bond prices say why I did not back out in Mekasai because they are conversations. We all knew, and everything is on air because when they began the initiative, they had interactions with them from day one, and they are still within. So I don't think he is supposed to come and tell us this because when it was going wrong, he never came out to say anything. We have no time to be listening to this kind of fallacies. He should go and deal with issues and pay us our monies that it's alleged that he is under him. He should go and deal with it and stop giving us lectures. This is not the time for us to be wasted. And you, Bismarck, when you come, I'm saying again. When you want to talk and you don't have facts, don't bring it out. When you want to talk and you don't have facts, I beg you, don't bring it up because today I'm not going to accept for you to come here and be saying things. And at the end of the day, what I read Bible quotation, I beg, and dear man. So let him be aware. He should know his limits.
All right. Thank you, then, Steve.
I love these two people. Bible quotation near
because of Ibrahim Mama didn't know boy and
your time is up.
Okay, so right now, where do you want me to start from? Tell me where you
you know where
you can continue from the church.
Okay. See, for me, when I saw this topic, I was trying to understand why we should even discuss this topic in the first place.
Oh no, but you see, he's a stakeholder in the mining sector. So if things are affected, and we know what gold brings to us as a country. So if one of our major stakeholders is voicing out something,
he's an uneducated stakeholder.
Oh, Steve,
I'm telling you the truth.
Steve,
education doesn't mean sitting in a classroom and learning. I'm coming. To me, in this matter, it's an uneducated stakeholder. Let's read the Constitution, Article 2576.
Okay.
Every mineral in its natural state, in under, upon any land in Ghana, rivers, streams, water courses throughout Ghana, the exclusive economic zone and any area covered by territorial sea or continental shelf is the property of the Republic of Ghana. It shall be vested in the President on behalf and the trust for the people of Ghana. Do you know what that means?
It means that the minerals that Untumi is complaining about belongs to Ghana.
So now you don't understand. I am telling you that he's an uneducated stakeholder.
But if it belongs to Ghana, he is still a Ghanaian. So
okay, that's established.
You have more.
That's established.
Some came with Bible quotations, some are coming with Constitution today.
That's established. Cocoa, a careful. One a day or more pricing. A command by.
and you're buying a trap price at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. To me. At your buying now buying failed in spite of saying na cocoa a boa cost on the world market to increase cocoa prices for 2020 2021 season, 2021 2022, 2023 to 2022 to 2023 production years. Okay. 3 consecutive years on to cocoa.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm what they call new baby or they call 7,000.
Cocoa no 7,000.
Cocoa no, yeah, sorry, a ton na 7,000. A ton.
Motor bag no 3,000.
A ton ni nyina no. Ton ni nyina na 7,000. Okay. And what time you know the call. So what is Untumi talking about? What is Untumi talking about?
You don't believe that.
And what is Bismarck even talking about in the first place? What is Bismarck talking about?
Bismarck believes that this gold board can be beneficial to Ghanaians.
Okay.
Only that.
Let's go to the gold board now. Kasana Bismarck can was. From 1st January, from time I yet gold board. Ebeka April. Now gold board no am I 2.7 billion as a state.
Okay.
And the about my no more never for bottom. Ukrum kwanye di bibe kwa kwaye. What's the mfama would do in Unkudi?
Yes, sir, 5.2
annual I finish in projected revenue no. $12 billion. Who need me here? What's the mfama to me? No mfanko si castle okuma say adan o to go do chain or bia gold now what to need or mine there nyane there. You are only paid for the effort in bringing the gold out of the ground. Only man make catch. Okwa aka na untumi nente. Say gold na nyane there. Gold you are mining in there. Obi otepaga e would the same with the right on the gold just like obia or what your friend is saying. Secretary also. And obi or boase. And engineer to gold ni wi a yan kasa oboase for na gold ni free akwatia na boxer ni free enti yan fa ni nyina nyam pundunduma o ya chema obi anya bi no.
Yeah.
And the surprise in nkoyi what you do is that you sit down and you negotiate with the government. You make your case to the gold board. And he even said that the gold board is family and friends. Did you really say that? After you supported the Japa and wanted Ghanaians to vote for MPP. I'm not talking for NDCO, but when I come to the studio and I hear people make certain argument, then I'm forced to talk the way I'm talking.
Okay.
You campaign for a party that brought a Japa. You are still campaigning for them. A Japa shareholders and for a Japan and your government company. You got the organ hanging and $500 million. No matter. Go there work from year 2, near from a union 2 years. They said they were going to give us $500 million and take the rest and take it. You sat here, defended that party, and you're still defending that party. And when you come and they are telling you, you are talking about gold board, what's your family and friends? Do you know who the shareholders of Japa was? It was registered in a safe haven where shareholders are not supposed to be even told to anybody. Gold board is a 100% owned Ghanaian entity. Ghana buying there.
Okay.
Wamoji says come about what is on the Womco deposit on Ibrahim Mahama account. Let's be honest and genuine about politics. Politics, who bet me at politics, I cannot cry. It's called having integrity. Politics shouldn't just be about propaganda. Politics shouldn't just be about yenyo bihufi.
Okay.
You can be honest in politics. And I urge my brother, he's a very young, intelligent man. He can have credibility in politics.
Okay.
Just because Obiako can't say Samijam Fiakwese. You see, sometimes if we come here, not your kase Obama Pema and family home, I don't care. You know why I don't care? A Jumana and the Masamijam Fino, or yeah, and answer on ye.
Okay.
Yeah, auditing on says Sikafan and Sase. Then we can have a conversation.
Okay.
As to what he used that money for. Kobna Dubuahin. Yeah, auditing a young so can no be boniting. What is Obi Comrade Dubuahin? And you know, yes, allegedly, all co a brochure we are playing to Jana or Kofa Mami or Man Crawford Kofa Mami allegedly. Echo kidnap. What is what we can want him? And who's on any year and an echo? No, any year and an echo, you know. But Bian can't want him until say. I mean, until say you should who say what first can answer will be more common do what he did. Okay. I don't mind if we do an audit into the you commission an audit into the gold board. Na who say o ma fa Sami Jamfi afasika na ye betana na ye kana ho asema. I don't care. I don't know Sami Jamfi. I've never met him and I don't think I'll even ever meet him. But the point must be stated that Ghana gold no enye minus ne dia. Okay. Ghana gold no Ghana omanfo ne dia. Send ye ya koko aban na kire sika ye mfa nto koko kuani na akoto na asase o. Ono na akopeni koko abedo abedua. Ato aduru aguso. Wo aban kwa fertilizer na say no for say moton ma akuafo. Mu wie koto mu koko fofofo. And now the house saying you first can come a chama to communicate them for. No family financial party. Not Ghana schools, no, it should be under trees. What are you telling me? What are you saying? Do we even understand the basis of politics? We don't. Politics is not supposed and people from property owning democracy. No. Property owning democracy. When they what my being now say, and yeah, it should be for us. It should be for us. And yeah, they are mining shit. Okay. You cannot build a nation like that. I don't think in my first statement I said one to me is an uneducated stakeholder in the mining sector. Apart from one to me, who is making this argument? What is the Ghana of Chamber of Mines making this argument with? Chamber of Mines is the major stakeholder in Ghana. Anglo Gold, Newmont, all the big mining companies are in it. Even though the laws doesn't say all the big mining companies should sell their gold to Ghana, gold board, but it says they should sell 20% of their gold to gold board. If they don't have a problem, why do you think Untumi's words carry weight in this matter?
It doesn't matter.
You see, when this
but please kindly wrap it
okay,
up
when the issue started, Untumi's first criticism of this gold board was a Japan or a gold board on neighbor. That was Untumi's criticism. Now, Komaya and Yabre, a person at Chichimai. Kauntumi Kasanke, they are as discussing.
Okay. All right. Thank you. The triple threats in the studio. And then I'm so beard you Jane Baye. Are you Yate? Moving on to the next discussion. And if anyone has a rebuttal on this, you just fix it. You'll fix it in your submission for the next one.
You see,
no, you fix it in it. So, what the amount of time now? No, I fix it.
It's better we rebuttal now, then we move on to the next one. That will be better.
Then whose time are you going to use?
It doesn't matter.
But your rebuttal is just 2 minutes.
The issue is that the two of them, Mimi Hun say, I won't contract with you more. Chemaun to me is talking about the pricing of the gold. And I just heard my sister talking about the thing went to parliament, it was passed by parliament, the bill was. That is not what we are talking about. We are not saying the gold board does not belong to Ghana. The gold board belongs to Ghana. It was passed by parliament. But we are talking about the price. The pricing. So if you are telling me the gold board, fine, it belongs to Ghana. International market, they are buying the gold at 11,000 Ghana cedis. Then you come and sell it for me at maybe 5 Ghana cedis. Then you are telling me it is the responsibility of government to determine the price of gold. Meanwhile, me being an entity into mining, I am suffering. The kind of things I am using for the gold processes, it's like exorbitant. Like the price is very high as compared to the profit I am gaining. And you are here telling me that it is the responsibility of government to come and determine the price for the people of Ghana. That, oh, I'm going to sell it for you maybe 10 or 20 Ghana cedis. How?
But since the gold belongs to Ghana, don't you think it is in the right?
Do you know something? As a listening Ghana, as a listening president, okay, a leader who wishes or wants the well-being of your own people, you must always not do things that will put your people at the tangent of, embarking on robbery or attacking people, killing themselves for how to survive. Okay. Do you get it? If you go to the international market, the gold, they are selling it at 11,000. Then you come and sell it 8,000 for your people. That is what Woon to me is complaining about. It is not about the bill that she was talking about. Now let me clarify something my brother also said. He was also talking about Woon to me is an educated minor. What are you talking about?
Uneducated.
Uneducated
but
minor.
No.
I'm coming. No problem. Uneducated minor.
I said stakeholder.
You should apologize for saying that. Uneducated. So what? The fact that I am uneducated does not mean I don't have any right to criticize or complain when something bad is happening to me as a stakeholder.
Are you just going to
as a stakeholder
take this out of context?
Do you get it? As a stakeholder, you don't have to know. Now let me say something. Look at
it. In the context of the uneducated, you see, I confronted him and he made it clear that uneducated in the sense that he hasn't educated himself with the laws backing the gold board.
You didn't listen.
So that uneducation.
No problem.
Okay.
So let me also say something about what do you call it? The price that he was. No, I'm coming. Just 30 seconds. The price that he was talking about. Okay. The price that he was talking about there. Now look at the cocoa farmers. Are they all well educated about even the cocoa activity? Are they all well educated in it? Most of them are not. Now, you are telling me it is the responsibility of the president or the government to come out with the price because the minerals belongs to the country. Okay. Now, when President Akufo-Addo was selling cocoa at amount of 3,000 Ghana cedis, what did we hear NDC members saying? They said it is not good. The international market, they are selling at almost 10,000 or so. Say we should give them.
Not almost. It's 10,000.
We should give them 70% of it. So they were going to. They even proposed an amount of 6,000. Okay. Were they the government? Okay, no, I'm saying I'm coming. No, that's what they said. So if you were criticizing the president for giving an amount of an amount for cocoa farmers, then why do you have to come and now tell me say we don't have any right because we are uneducated? Okay.
You said something. I just want to clarify.
You don't have anything to clarify.
I'll take 2 minutes from your time.
But he said something I want to clarify that he mentioned.
You have nothing to
said
clarify.
Something when he was rebuttal. He said that I was just telling people that it is about the gold board was sent to parliament to pass, and we were just talking about the price, and I'm just deviating or something. We were all here when he made a point that the gold board initiative is Mohammed's family and friends, and I'm trying to educate the people that he is putting it as he is putting it in the way that the gold bond is family and friends. So I'm trying to educate the public that he over here does not speak with fact, because what is the meaning of gold bond? And I read the meaning of gold bond to them, and I told them that it was even sent to parliament and
for approval,
yes, for approval, and it was passed before it began. So if he comes here to tell us say gold bond mama in families now, Sami Jemfi is not Mohammed's nephew, Sami Jemfi is not Mohammed's son. So if he is saying that if he is saying that is under the statement is very low, so they shouldn't take it that way. So don't say that I'm deviating from my point. I knew what I was saying, because before I came to Woon to me's pricing, and I made the point that Woon to me should, yes, he has the right to say what he wants to say, but looking at a person, he should educate himself.
All right.
Fine now.
Okay, thank you.
Are you going to give me time to rebut?
But your own was clarified by Omari.
No. You see, meanwhile, said you might see an obend or the second I'll say it in a jovial way, but it's the truth. Say an aminu obey you may or the second in a better manson. Even if he wants to quote you, he gets your quotations wrong and takes the issue out of context.
Which I clarified.
Of course. For you. Okay. It is too broad just to centralize it on pricing.
Okay.
What do you say?
Yeah.
Who to me has a problem with their pricing. So I brought in the cocoa to tell you and to me that cocoa prices government need determine. So cocoa for any new one. One more catch government. Na government I den. Wabe ho adwuma. Enye individual na kwatena baabi. No aka say me de me ye to me. And the gold prices na mo de mani nye ho. Okay. Ye nye ne sa. All right. Gold no nye to me dia wo. So we go to form ape chamfine. Ahohoro mu anya gold no. Sa effort no ne etu ahoka. Okay. Not the gold that you are mining. The gold is not for you. The gold is for all of us. Okay. And this all na gold adwuma no enko yie ma wa.
Cotton.
Enye jai na ujai.
Cotton toast.
Enye ntini bi na akopeton.
Ana nchene na say body.
That was on the lighter note. That was on the lighter note. But on a serious tangent. You see, on my way, you do baby.
If you now obey
30 seconds. On my way, you do baby.
What time now so
on my way, you do baby. Say per se a man mind corner anymore. You take individualism. Okay. Say me na me ye we. Enti ne born nko yie. Ndi yenye ni say mame. Say dem fast go be bro man mu ni nyina. Say ne gold board enko ba bia so am 1.2 billion. And no na ho me hwe nye wontumi an say be ne ho kire no.
Okay. No, I'm crying.
Thank you.
Okay, so the next topic here.
Yeah, na ye nim. I think say no cry ho abasem say ya na. Maybe sir, this my kwansem kakra. Say na de topics ni na fa on crop we hu.
You cry the best my part the time no be kind of. But me say we me good for you. My bet na ha kan.
Yeah, I think we've really
of course
elaborated.
Inti me opa me the time no be kind of. Because as em be any we kan fa say good for all you hu. Me say be abawo me kan say me jedi.
Abanim.
Dabi abanim.
But that is what Oponkroma is saying. He's saying that the government should put aside pride and then reinstate the gold for oil policy to strengthen the city. Because however tangent we are on, a charade for now, we are starting to external debt here. Most of our debt services, we are starting here. The start here, it is going to hit us on the city depreciation. Yeah. So the only way we can sustain the city, how we've maintained it now, I am starting to debts near is to bring back the good for oil policy. So policies, we all know that there were so many irregularities. If you study it very well, we are yet to find out how much gold we trade for the oil. We are yet to find out the cash flow mechanism. Sikano ifrihin na bahin, all these things. There are irregularities as at now. We still haven't found the mode of it yet. So if we are to go back for the gold for oil, I mean, is that even in the right course? Secondly, government has assured us that the gold board and some fiscal policies are good enough to maintain the city strength. So why would Oponkroma still think this way?
How many minutes for me?
5.
I have to ask you first.
Thank you.
Okay. You know, before someone will come out to give you an advice, it means that person has maybe an experience or known much about it. Okay. So for Oponkroma, who is very good when it comes to economics.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's very good. Okay. To come out and give you such advice, I think it is very good if the government is taking away arrogance and will listen to him. Okay. Now, why do you think Oponkroma came out to tell the people in Parliament House that they should put away their arrogance and reinstate the good for oil initiative? The issue is that before COVID came, Ghana's economy was very well, even though things were not that perfect. Okay, but Ghana's economy before the COVID was very okay. Inflation at that time was around 7.2 thereabout.
Sure.
Okay, before COVID, listen to my statement very well. Before COVID, okay, Ghana's inflation at that time was around 7.2 thereabout. Okay, now we had an inflation rate around that 7.2. At the same time, we had what do you call it? The dollar to the cedi, somewhere around 5.3 cedis or so. Okay. Now, in that particular year of 2019, around 2019, we had a growth to GDP, that is that particular year, around 6.5%. Okay, so Ghana's economy was a little bit okay. Okay, it was a little bit okay. People were not complaining that much during that time. Now, COVID came, and then the entire world, the whole world, was exposed by COVID. The economy in the world became so bad. Every single country was affected in one way or the other. Okay, so we were all trying ways and means to, come out from that particular situation. Now,
but even with that, we got a cushioning of over 500 million.
Now, let me clarify this for you. That amount of money that came, even if you Google right now, go and check it. Why was that money given? It was given on a purpose to fight the COVID, not to recover from economic hardship.
So in what ways did we fight COVID with such
I'm coming.
amount?
Are you going to add some minutes to my time? Because you are no, you are putting me at a different tangent.
Okay.
So if you are yes,
flow.
now let me tell you, right now, assuming you are sick, okay, this is the work you are doing. You are being paid maybe 2,000 Ghana cedis every month. Now you are sick, you cannot come and work again because you are not working again. You are not being paid. Okay, you are not being paid. Then I came that take this amount of money, 5,000 Ghana cedis, to take good care of yourself and heal yourself from your sickness. I've given you the money. You've taken care of yourself, and then you've paid all the debt concerning your health. Now you are okay. The fact that you are okay doesn't mean that you still have enough money, because don't forget that the number of months that you were not feeling well, you lost some amount of money that you would have achieved.
So this is in addressing
the question you asked me.
Oh, if we should go by that,
no. That's what I'm saying. That you are saying that
an expenditure.
You are saying that we were giving money. We were giving money. Okay, and I'm saying that the money that came was on a purpose to fight the COVID, not to release ourselves from economic hardship. Okay. Now,
for the sake of time.
Sure. So when the COVID came, okay, that the whole world was introduced or was exposed by the COVID, things became so bad to the extent that inflation in Ghana jumped higher to 53%. 54, 53. Okay. Oh no, 53, 54 is the same. If I were to say maybe 10, you would have said, oh, you are lying. But to say 53, you get it. Now, we had cedi to dollar, which also went as higher to somewhere around 17 cedis. Okay. Don't forget that that particular year, around 2023, we had growth to GDP of 2.3%. Very bad. So the economy was totally exposed. Now, what do we do to recover ourselves as a country? It takes people with sharp mind. It takes people who are very brilliant and can think deep. People who can look forward. Okay, now, we had a brilliant person like His Excellency, the Vice President Baumia, who came out with an initiative that if this is the condition we are going through, now what do we do? Okay, we have mineral resource in our country, which is the good. Now, in order to limit the pressure on the city, we can embark on good for oil policy. They did. And clearly, they achieved the purpose. They achieved the purpose of limiting the pressure on the city. Oh yes. Okay. Apart from that, the prices of fuel even became a bit stable, because it got to a time after the COVID. Okay, somewhere around 2021 going, 2021, 2022, the fuel prices were, all the time going up. But when the good for oil policy came, things became a little bit, okay.
Really?
Yes. Okay. Now, we don't have to come here and be saying a whole lot of stuff. Now, after let me say, before we left PAR, okay, don't forget that the inflation that got as higher to, 54%. Before we left PAR, came to 23 point, somewhere around 8. Okay. Now, we had the cedi to dollar, which was around 17 cedis came down to 14.74.
The
14.74. You can check it as at 6th, what do you call it, January 2025. Okay. So if someone who came out with an initiative that helped us to, restore or bring back our economy to normal, is coming out to give you an advice that, oh, this is what we did that helped our country to, recover a little bit from the hardship we were exposed into by the COVID and then, what do you call it, Ukraine and then the Russia war. So I am advising you as a good person with an experience, okay, to reinstate this particular policy. There is nothing bad about that. Okay, but I know that our people over here who are having their political party spectacles on will definitely lambast, say a whole lot of stuff, trying to create an impression that it wasn't good. But in reality, the good for oil policy is one good thing that we have to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Bismarck. Nana.
Yeah, mine. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Tomorrow our former regional chairman, Nyame Adoma Ochina, Chairman Adekoka, Nyame Adoma Ochina, Penny Crabby, and as what do you say, Ochina CN, State House. Mema ebusia phone na ya akọ ni NDC Greater Accra Region phone na ya akọ. Nti ye bebo mpa say obi bia nso embeka ye ho se na bia ye sun ye so na fe that the lumba so ye say na ye mo boy pa say wotimi free musa. Further Honorable Upon Kruma is saying that he's giving Ghana the finance minister an advice to go and do what?
Yeah, he should bring back the good for your policy.
Okay, that's fine. So that was when Dabeno cancer after the mid year review. Oh, okay. So Honorable Kojo Upon Kruma. So meaning that he had something to say or to talk about. Oh, but we all thought say these people they didn't wanted this mid-year review, no. Something now all Ghanaians were expecting from the government or from the finance minister. Something and it was time say yomun yeni na yebetena se na ya yetie na ya dream ya man like yetie na ya hwe ne ma yeden odeba baby otosin no na yetimi correct and yetimi the advice ama but we were all watching it, right? Whilst we noticed that they walk out. So fine, he has brought his view though, but if he knew that he had a lot of advice to give it to him, no, why didn't he sit in the chamber? Why didn't he sit in the chamber? An important, very important or a vital program like this. Mutimi boycott and I'm munam say mukoye munam say mudi say nyaba baby ba ko no mukoye so munam
post office ego
omo nyaba baby fa ko no mukoye so munam say omo kwakọ say violence for stop violence for women, stop violence for them. So after the mid-year review, no, they can't go out or they can't go to the president in the office and submit it. They cannot say they cannot do anything. They said that time now you won't hear as Ghanaians no be piabontiana. No, like me say they should spare us all this kind of pretense.
But you haven't spoken about the good for it. Is it a good policy?
She has nothing to say about that.
What are you talking? The Kojo Upon Kruma, we were all in this country whilst you kept months when your government was in power. Today, Abba. You have the effrontery to come and give us lectures. The good for oil initiative for Ghana enter gold no na omufakoto oil e wa manone na ntumi mboa ye currency meboa, and it was introduced in 2022. From 2022 to 2024, what impact did we have as Ghanaians? That is where we have to look at.
I think that's a very good question.
That is where we have to look at.
So
Omari, that's where we have to look at. From 2022 2025, what impact, what do we had? What free, so you get it. And we're talking about the gold bond initiative. Me kind wahanom bio me say it is what it is say better a free minus in the honum. At the same we no best so make sure say bo magalam say na yeden aba form wia san ko da kwa manone akoko ton wa manone no what me anya say dollars no e dey aboya ye currency na it is show from 2022 to 2025 and 2024 gold bond initiative no ye dollar no ye go grow to GDP yes from that to we no it was finance minister kan was 63%. Wo and then no that saying and then no gold bond ni ejuman and that's saying 43 it's a 18% in every one into no you have to compare the both and you say be a wakan into and MPP DNDC I should just say enye but I'm giving you the possibilities say 2022 and more initiative that kind of policy say gold for oil initiative no more de my 2022 2020 me ma a wo fie me nya ba wo fie who ni saying dollar rate na that saying dollar kwa ko 17 cedis eko ko si say or mama lectures e wa hanom say eko 14 cedis who can say it was 2024 I'm free power no see 14 cedis fine and so what mean at the initiative yaba from 2022
the good board was initiated.
Don't come in.
When you were talking like it was implemented in 2023.
No, my brother. Keep quiet. Wow, and you know when you initiated the program from 2022. Why? What money kasa baby?
No,
but you've been talking to
one kasa more than him.
And you know, okay, fine. But my point is, the time they initiated the program, no. Any gold bond no Ghana for one kasa mun carry the two both sides anye juma ina nipa no share no mutama ye ni mu na ye wa Ghana memu na sa initiative ne baye no and boyen and then no so the initiative for aba say we no number 1 enye say bia gold board no ye to gold ni keke o ye to na e boy dollar rate no e san make sure say galam say no ba form e san tracking the system of gold. Why stop that? Why are you doing that? Yes, tracking. Why are you saying no? Because at the end of the day, Galam say no. If Edu baby na say all the possibilities now government in the amano, eba forma have they not done well? Okay. At the end of the day, I say government say meto wo men ko brem kwa mana no ko fa play en ko ton me ba. Men ko bre en ko yeyi. Na say government say gold bond no be boa. Ebe yeyi ni na. Enti no minimum no say no my fama no say a initiative yam aban opportunity no so na dwen na odi aba say ono so de be solve amana ye no odi ba say 6 months aye ye enti mayen hwe say ekosi baby na say yantumi bioma ni aba opon kuma na ono no okana no to mo parliament no ni advice no ni ahwe there's all the time there is no room for improvement. Okay. There's more room to go back to the drawing board and we NDC will do the same. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, buy a tia de.
So we they also won't come.
My mental.
And it's 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Me and I'm kind of some boy. Okay, so you see, so how we go for oil policy week? So how we go for oil policy week? Almost start a year. Almost 30 years. Almost 30 years. Okay, year almost started. Almost started, I think, in 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2022, no. One more boka 320 million.
Okay.
2022, I think.
Yeah.
And I call 2023, the entire year, no. One more boka 1.82 billion.
Hey.
And this all the 320 no koka one. That's just one boka 2.14 billion. Gold board is saying that they are within this short space of time. Turn to over 2 billion.
Yeah.
And upon Chromasi and Kofa gold for oil number. I say, near China, say gold board na brako pesika bano. God board na bre akopezi ka aba no.
I go for your nabeshin.
Of course.
Sa now.
Nenti Bismarck ti hoyi. Ena mama na store dan. Ana odi na store dan ama me.
Yeah.
Ena am say oh. Force ena me the store dan na beton. Ena me ko fa force no be gu na ma bo Bismarck ka buburu.
Yeah.
Ena oje store ni free me nsem na odi ma o. Ena odi o say oh. Me de ma hu say agbada ne African print na kopa. Di ma kwa kofa no. Abegu ho na me ton na wonya mfaso. Na me na me bo Bismarck currency aba be gina ho say Jaya hantan na kofa force. Everton. Say me more dam.
Okay.
Me more than nyatem di o. Ba me kasa akere na say Bismarck gitum. Say obesha o chinchina say koton force na. Na on so gitum koton for only Bismarck na ma bodam. You see, and when he was talking, he made a claim here that I tried to correct him, but he didn't listen. He said prior to COVID, inflation was how much? 7 point. Was it 7 point?
Was around 7.9.
7.9. Prior to COVID. COVID lockdown I'm starting the year in Ghana. Yeah, 2020. 2020 a bra match. Yeah, lockdown. Now inflation yeah 9.9 and yeah 7.9.
Okay.
Obetra na wakasa. Na me twu adwen si bibi so a. Yeah nya abotre.
Prior to COVID.
Me say yeah
COVID year na time. What was the year?
COVID year na 2020. And I Bismarck.
COVID bagan 2019.
Yeah.
COVID bagan 2019.
Yeah, recording your first COVID.
Now guy we put the COVID example the who pass over kasapo. COVID, you are bringing COVID
was in
to
March
this
2020.
March 2020. Inti I can't COVID that same prior to COVID and
I am telling you before COVID.
As a man okay.
Before COVID.
So I'm saying before March. Before March.
Before COVID.
Before COVID.
What do you mean can't
No, you didn't use the year.
No,
You said before.
the fact I was giving you I was giving you inflation rate in the year 2019.
Okay, 2018 can.
No.
And it's a car person will make it
No.
out.
You can go back and listen to what I said.
COVID didn't work.
No,
Would you let me make
listen to what I said?
Would you let me
No,
make
let's finish.
Would you let me make my
You have
Says
5
yeah,
seconds. You have 5 seconds.
The
5 seconds.
You see, say Oka said prior to COVID. You see, you didn't make a definite time frame. And any reasonable person will use a black COVID the next minute to COVID. That is prior before
I was
COVID
in the year.
You didn't say the year.
Oh, come on.
Before to even say 7.9. Now make sure have you and Tessa. Now what's shutting me down say can't do nothing come. Men can you. I do coming come. But I saw catch them say me nim no crana make catch now catch them say men come and do na can ask them. E when a man can be. What you say? And the point two different. And then they will. And the 7.9.
Okay.
And the good for oil and idea.
And you won't do
Good for oil and idea. Nyamesi and cannot correct. Oh. Sabe. Policy no be any niti enim ne nine. Say ne da no better na aka say oh. Ena ubusa NDC for say omo explaining 24-hour economy obi antimi nka mu asam je sana na good for oil na tie. Wo be tiri achiri pa ze ne na policy na tie.
Okay.
Wondimi nchiri. Wonim ne na no to gold no. Ena wonim ne okoto oil no. Hwana na to gold na hwana de oil no.
Okay.
Wonim kwa de chachu chigata etum.
Bache.
Machiri ma mo atida.
Ai da wo kan wa.
Aha.
Is it time in?
Yeah. Your time unti.
But
I mean the show has been.
We have to wrap up. Like, at least 1 minute. 1 minute to be okay.
Oh, you cannot give time here.
No.
Oh no. Me wrap up the show.
Yeah,
the show has been very educative.
I know the man in a
very interesting.
And
yeah, as usual.
I'll end.
Everyone came with their A game. We've enjoyed it. Every Thursday we are here with the triple threat. Is going to be amazing as always. This is where we'll be wrapping up the show. But before we go, your last word, Steve. I'll take you first.
Well, let me calm down and say this. We are trying to build a country. Interest should be put aside. I understand that when we come here, the politicians will do their normal politics.
Okay.
But at least let's be honest.
Okay.
No me fan of crack politics.
Okay.
Say began hankwana. On kind of crana a politician. politician you say politicians o mon kan okro na ye mode ye di mo atam na ye mode on fa no kre kan kakra mata mo djuma no ho
okay
ebe boa mo man na konani eye akasa ye enye nso akasa enye
okay all right may that say Steve please.
Okay, so for this, let me deal with my sister over here. You are not part. I'm dealing with my sister.
Okay.
You know, anytime you give her the opportunity to contribute to the topic, she will be going about the bush, beating about the bush, instead of coming out with fact to put out that, oh, for this particular reason, this is not good. You ask there something about good for oil. Instead of her to come out with, I mean, let's say fact, to convince us that, oh, okay, for this reason, the good for oil didn't help the people of Ghana. Let us put it aside. Let us not listen to the advice the member of parliament is giving to us. She didn't say anything about that too. She was just focused on the fact that they left parliament. They were moving around, going to, I mean, give documents to some people. Meanwhile, we are asking you a question about the good for oil.
Okay.
Was it good or not? She just said it wasn't good just because we didn't see any benefit. Now, if we didn't see any benefit, what evidence do you have to tell me that we didn't see any benefit? You couldn't, I mean, even tell us any single digit to tell us that, oh, we were this, we were that. Nothing.
But when it comes to evidence,
no, she didn't. I'm coming. She didn't say anything. If you remember whatever she said, she didn't say anything. Okay. So the end, yes. Okay. So the NDC, they have always been, I mean, consistent in their indomitable passion for lies. Okay. They don't change. They don't change. That is what they are known for. So I am just advising her. 2 seconds advice for her. Anytime she want to, I mean, contribute to something, you should come out with fact, evidence, prove to us that this is what you are saying, so that whoever is listening to you outside will know that, oh, okay, this lady is saying something tangible that we should, I mean, accept her. Okay, not just to be indomitable passion.
Thank you. Omari, I don't need to say a lot about this because Ghanaians heard me well. When I spoke. I said 2022 to 2020 we no yenya saying growth to GDP no me kan wa hanom equity point blank say 63% and sisi na gold bond ni ye juma no yenya saying yenya 43 and after no say wo eneno wo Ghana na wo show abrabo mu tell me na mo say gold bond no $9 rate here saying mix 17 cedis and then dollar rate here saying 10 cedis into wo kasa no keep quiet. I've given you the tangible. Ghanaians will testify to the fact. Nya me na me kire mo. Into me make me point no. The me say me ka share Ghana phone na ne say. Yen kuso yenya gidie wo government ni mu. Sisi ano se no omoye dede no. Gold bond no ye ejuma eneno wo show your dollar rate na is doing well. Eneno finance minister about parliament I catch say every constituency bia na ebe ma no 10 kilometers every year na ya road sama me na ya me de no na ya me de enti hwe wasete na mu na hwe de ya koso no say koyi a na ebo na baso no ya de enkomo de be bia ebeto sie no we are always ready to listen to Ghanaians. Na di bia den aka ho. Enti meda obi bia ase. Madam for be a friend no Vanderpool say papa birthday me wish no. And I mean wish obi bia me de obi bia ase say omutumi de support. Me say samenya bebre no. I'm so grateful. Me before somebody matem no. Acho force onye AI. Or you that need to say mo finance minister na ye bomb say you bet tune every US e dey aba Ghana no. Acho force onye AI. Onye AI oye nipa oya de nti mi bona baso mi boy parliamentary yi phone na MPs no mi bo ma baso ejuma pa na mo ye ma Ghana mo nkuso an mo ye de omonye appointees na nso so omo nkuso no mo ye ejuma pa but omo bie omo doors ma nkof Ghana for no mo ebi mo ahase they are doing well. Malik Basintali or yade bi muso kabako mienu bia omo so mu yade omo yade enti no sisi na ejuma na e ba Ghana no na ehia ye ejuma pa 24 hours and then YEA offer youth for bebre ye hu bida and then onema bebre ko ye dollar rate ni aje eni je na nkoso wa na ye de nkoso na ye ni nje wo
Ghana. So I'm so grateful and thank you very much for also giving us a platform to come here and advocate. And I'm so grateful
I also
to you as
thank all of you here for making the show a worthwhile here. And I thank our viewers and listeners as well for sticking through with us throughout the show. It's been a journey of education, and we thank you. We have more coming your way right after this, so stay tuned. We will be back on your airwaves same time tomorrow. Bye.
Number 1.